Yo, 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 what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, y'all already know what to do. Make sure y'all say what's good to my guest host. You know what I'm saying? Hey, B, promotions, what's good with it, bro?
Hey, B. Not much, man. Everything is everything. What's good with you?
That's what's good, bro. I'm about to see what's going on with this reaction.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
I
We
didn't
about to
watch the
go over
video
it.
yet. I didn't
Um,
watch the video yet. Is it good?
it's it's entertaining, man. And Sabby did a thing. She definitely got back at Roland. You know what I'm saying? I I got some timestamps also if you wanted to go directly somewhere because I did watch the video, but we could go through it. Like we go straight through it because just the linear effect of what is being said is actually important. So
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, facts, and I think that we should just kind of get into a little bit of context about some of the like weird stuff that Roland Martin be saying. I'm actually gonna make this a sound clip when I get a chance. Y'all know I've been kind of front loaded with the content, so I want to show y'all this actually before we get into that Sabby Sabs video. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? So shout out to everybody that's in the building early. All right, shout out to Unsunken One. What's good with it, bro? You know what I'm
what's
saying?
up?
Shout out to Jada Informant. Shout out to Main Chick. All right. Shout out to DC Precise. Shout out to Edward Berry. Shout out to R Laz. Shout out to my man AB right up here with me. Shout out to Simo. Shout out to John Guillory. Shout out to Carlton Way. Shout out to Edward Berry. Shout out to the Black Klansman. So just so you guys know, there is an individual on here named Black Klansman who has a very odd obsession with me. Who, you keep making videos about me, bro. I'm gonna pay somebody to make some videos about you and people that you like, and you ain't gonna like that. So I'm just letting you know right now. I don't be talking about you. I don't be talking about nobody that you involved with. You keep slandering me, bro. Some stuff gonna start happening.
That's what's up.
Some stuff gonna start happening, and it's gonna happen to people that's cool with you. So you need to chill. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here starting mess with me. Don't come over here starting mess with none of my audience. Don't come over here trying to create content for yourself, trying to create beef between other content creators because you're gonna get a whole bunch of people wrapped up in some stuff that they don't need to be wrapped up in. And ain't nobody playing with you. And
Okay,
at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I go through to try to get to where I'm going through, the ultimate is gonna be getting to you. So just realize that when you see stuff crumbling with the people around you, you got that coming for yourself as well.
you've been
So that's
warned.
you've been warned. You know what I'm saying? So before we get into that, we're gonna talk about your boy Roland Martin. And
Yes.
I want you to take a look at this.
Okay.
And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this. It's Roland Martin. He talking about this lady. You know that lady that had done that video about, or that she was at the Trump rally and she was saying all that stuff. Check this out, bro. Check out what Roland Martin said. Let me know what you think about this. Listen to this. He say some weird stuff. Y'all gonna be dying laughing. Watch this. Hold on. Let me we about to put this on
Yeah, you already.
1.25.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna put it on 1.5 because Roland Martin be kind of weird. He'll try to get people channels taken down and stuff, and you know
Right.
what I'm saying. So let's check this out.
All right.
Over the weekend, Reese was on Washington Journal on C-SPAN. Reese Colbert, and she was just knocking down the great job knocking down these folks' lives. So while she was on, y'all, they played this interview with this other black child. I think her name, what's her name? Michaela Montgomery. Her name? Okay. So she was the one who was with Trump at the Chick-fil-A in Atlanta. And she's also the same one. She went on an Atlanta radio station lying about Trump, HBCUs, and all kind of stuff. And then I called out on Instagram. She was like, "Yeah, well, you went off on me on my show. My parents didn't like you. Guess what? Your parents not about to like what I'm about to do to you right now." Now we invited her on the show, but she ain't responded. Now she was talking big on Instagram, talking about how she wanted to come on. My producer reached out. She ain't hit us back. But I saw this. So this was like a month ago on Washington Journal. And if y'all want to hear an onslaught of lies in just 2 minutes and 31 seconds, listen to this nonsense, and I'm gonna stop it, and we're gonna keep it playing. But this is just sheer lunacy. Press play.
Now what? Now this is hilarious, bro. This had me dead. Wait till you hear what Roland Martin say after this. And shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. We got 16 people in the building. We got 17 people watching over on AB. Wherever y'all at, hit that like button. Also share the
Definitely.
stream. When you share the stream, tag somebody that you know that's interested in the content, and let's get it. Wait till y'all hear what Roland said, bro.
Yo, Roland needs to keep the same
A few days before
energy
that, he spoke to the National
when
Association
he's
of
talking.
Journalists,
Hold on, real quick.
and he talked about
Go ahead. My bad. What you say?
Yeah,
Go
nah,
ahead.
I was saying Roland needs to keep the same energy whenever he's talking because he's talking about she was talking real big on Instagram, but we about to get into it when we we talk when we get into the Sabby portion about it. But yeah, you can run it.
Yeah, facts, bro. Shout out to Tammy, man. Y'all see Tammy with the red badge, man. Make sure y'all show Tammy some love. Tammy been rocking for a long time. She got the wrench. You know what I'm saying? Throw some flames in the chat for Tammy. You know what I'm saying? And again, I just gotta address Black Klansmen. What do I always talk about, bro? About not being a paycheck slave and not being tied up into one of these paycheck slavery type things, man. I don't rock with none of these people, bro. I agree with a lot of conservative policies more so than I agree with liberal policies, because I believe that conservative policies make it better for where people can have more autonomy. But how many times have I said you can't support Trump until Trump get his subscriber base or his voter base into check? Ain't nobody telling a bunch of black people to go running after some racist white people like they got some type of leading ideologies, like that's the way for people to go. I've never said that. And like I said, bro, I'm an actual business over here. You slander my name enough times, some stuff gonna start happening to you. And stuff gonna start happening to people that's around you. I know people that you try to throw my name around in their chats that got videos out there on YouTube where people have addressed them, and now they going after other content creators and ain't addressed none of the stuff that old boy said over there. And old boy that said that over there be coming into my comment section, and I got a good rapport with him, and probably would not have a problem with if I sent a decent amount of cash apps, you know what I'm saying, doing a little research project. So, you know what I'm saying, again, like I said, ain't nobody playing over here, man. I'm trying to do my content. I don't bother nobody. I bother Fresh and Fit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I've made videos about Black conservative perspective and Officer Tatum. If you ain't Fresh and Fit, if you ain't Officer Tatum, if you ain't Black conservative perspective, you ain't got no business coming in my content or my comment section saying that I did or said anything about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep playing, mess around and find out. You don't want to. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You've been warned again.
You've been warned again. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get it, bro.
Vice President Harris's racial identity that she had become Black. A lot of critics said that hurt him with Black voters. What was your reaction?
I don't know why it would hurt him with Black voters, because it seems like Black voters are offended by everything except the conditions in which their reality is set. So while we might be offended that a rich white man is questioning the nationality of a quote unquote Black woman, that Black woman does not claim to be Black outside of campaign season. So we saw her be Black as she was vying to be VP. The hot sauce on the pork chops, the marching with the band, all of a sudden she's paying attention to her AKA sorority sisters. But then once sworn in office, you didn't see the acknowledgement of her sorority or her HBCU. She didn't wear pink, she didn't wear green, she didn't wear anything HU. She also did not acknowledge the Black community.
Oh, freeze right there.
That's what he cared about.
That's what I was about to say. Honestly,
the sorority and the HBCUs, that's what he cares about?
Well, you know what I'm saying? You got him up
just like a woman. Because some of you niggas, you be acting just like a woman. I'm like a Reaper, keep it 1,000.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is that, you know, like I said, you know, in the undocumented stream, my thing is that what should be the focus of discussion is what kind of policies has been submitted to her that she's open to doing that are going to improve the situation that we face in this country. And I don't know if those discussions have taken place. So to me, what it seems like with this right here is that it's a diversionary tactic that's not really moving any needles forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, I totally agree with that. And you know, we gotta be honest. Roland is not speaking to our generation. He's speaking to a specific generation. That's why he's you know, he's lashing out at everybody right now. He's basically in the corner trying to fight his way out. You know what I mean? Basically, he's you know, it's a shame, but he's a glorified errand boy. You know what I'm saying? Like an intern. Like I could understand if you was in your 20s or whatever, but you're a grown man still trying to shill.
Yeah.
You know, and you got nothing to show for it. And then you know you're out here calling people names and stuff, trolling people. You know what I mean? It's just not a good look.
At all. Facts. If you guys agree with Main Chick, he is washed up, and not literally, because we know it's probably a lack of deodorant over there. Give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Definitely. All right, bro. Let's see what else. Let's pay attention. Bro, let's listen to this. You about to be dying laughing. Y'all about to be dead.
You know what? Well, I need some Vaseline.
That right there.
I need some Vaseline right.
Yo,
for what?
Stupid.
For what? For what?
Wait a second.
Why are you gay?
Why you need Vaseline? Like for what?
That, yeah.
Why are you saying that on your stream? Like, bro, what's wrong
Yeah,
with you, man?
and you already greasy enough.
Vaseline.
Like, look, here you go. Right.
Where's he going with that?
I don't want to know.
Like, why are you saying you need Vaseline?
Bro, I'm good. Like, I don't need to know. You know what I'm saying?
This is wild, yo. Roland, he's a funny individual, man. He's funny without even knowing he is.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, that's wild. Listen to this. Listen.
You know what? Well, I need some Vaseline.
Drop. Let me ask y'all this. Shout out to the comment section. If y'all feel like I should make this a drop, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't think that I should make this a drop, give me a thumbs down.
My head hurt. This is a virtual. I'm putting a virtual thumbs up right now. Definitely a drop.
And shout out to the content creators in the comment section. Content creator, you know what I'm saying? You got y'all, everybody know that my channel is content creator gold, you know what I'm saying? So, go ahead and do what y'all do. There goes thumbnail for you right there. We're rolling. That's a perfect picture. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, screenshot that for sure.
Screenshot that for sure.
Pause.
Just like a woman. Because some of you niggas, you be acting just like a woman. Reaper keep it 1,000.
Reaper he kept it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. That's just all I wanted to show you because I mean, really.
Yeah, I'm glad you saved. I'm glad you saved us from the the explanation. That I didn't know where he was gonna go with that, but
I don't want to know.
Yeah, not me neither.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man. Thank you for that, man.
Oh, for sure.
We don't need to know why you need Vaseline on national TV. Whatever you got going on, my guy, keep it to yourself. You know what I mean?
Right. Facts. Do you, bro? Do you? You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no judgment here. It is judgment, but we don't need to know.
We don't need to know. Facts. All right, bro. So look, let's check out Sabby Sabs, man. Let's see what Sabby talking about. You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't hit the like button yet, take a moment, hit that like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell, hit that bell. And also, please share the stream to your social media. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen over on AB channel. That's what's good. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, Brooklyn. Appreciate you for sure.
Yeah. Hit that channel. Hit AB's link. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go over there, subscribe to his channel, show him some love. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get it.
Roland Martin came for me. And I wasn't in one of my best moods. And the thing is like Roland Martin came for me and I wasn't even talking to him. It's just, I wasn't even talking to him. And I want to show you what he was so angered about. Okay. Because Roland Martin's job is to jump in and defend the Democratic Party at all costs, even when they're wrong. Like I've never seen someone have Twitter thumbs like this before in my life. He will just jump in very quickly. It's really weird. I'm like, dude, we don't even you don't follow me. I don't follow you. So it's kind of weird. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what? I don't know if he has people sending him certain tweets and saying.
That's one of the
Go ahead, bro.
Points. Yeah, that's one of the first points I mentioned earlier today. Like, they don't follow each other. Right. So, like, why are you like in her mentions or her inbox? You know what I mean? For what? Y'all ain't got nothing to do with each other. You doing your content, she's doing hers. Why are you in her mentions? Like, for what? You know what I mean? So that goes to show you, like, bro, you got no life. And then she also mentions being racial, and I'm like, if I don't know something, I don't know something. So I was like, I'm not sure what being racial actually means. But so basically, she said that her video, she said that she had got like 3,000 likes or 3,000 views, and he had only managed to get 700, right?
Yeah, so he was clout chasing.
Okay, that's what it is. So, yeah, I mean, like you're not following each other, but you feel the need to latch on to her. And one of the main reasons I think that is because, bro, your career is done.
Right.
You're finished.
Right.
it's a rap, my guy.
Right. That's like that
You know what I
clown,
mean?
Black Klansman. You know what I'm saying? You got people that actually just got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? They channels removed for taking money in some type of Russian collusion scheme, like Lauren Shin and Tim Pool, who have verifiable, you know what I'm saying, links to this weirdness. And this cat up here in the comment section telling me where I get my W-2s from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never got my W-2s from, I've never got no W-2s or off the table money from no political anything. Because for one, I don't even believe in the political system. I just make content for people that feel like the political system is something that we have to operate in. And I do operate in the political system because I'm encapsulated by it. So my opinion is just as valid as anybody else's.
Right.
Just because I don't agree with your favorite content creator doesn't necessarily mean that I have a problem with them, which is why I've never made any type of videos attacking them. And people just really better watch their back with how they come all over the place, putting their chest out like somebody's not going to put it right back where it needs to be.
Yo, people are weird, yo.
They weird, bro.
People be like doing like, I don't know, like this whole internet stuff is sometimes you gotta like fall back from it because there's a lot of
Facts.
like nonsense going on. And there's
A lot of mental health
issues.
issues.
You don't want to associate. You don't want to associate yourself with none of that stuff. You know
Facts,
what I mean?
bro.
It's just like, oh,
A lot of mental health issues on social media, bro.
Wild, bro. It's just wild. But yeah, we could keep it rocking because I know it's like 2 minutes into the video. Whatever.
It's all good. It's all good, bro.
Cool,
We here. We in here. We in here.
She's gonna cook Roland, man. She's gonna get it.
Yeah. So then, the question that we asking is, who was right, Sabby Sabs or Roland? So once we get to, you know what I'm saying, to those crucial parts, then we'll dissect what's going on and see who's right versus who's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
On this first point, she's right.
Okay, bet. Let's see what she's working with.
Saying, oh, you better respond to this, you better respond to that, or whatever. But it's obvious this dude is just there to simp for the Democratic Party and defend it at all costs. So let me show you where it came from. Let me just bring this in. Okay, let me show you where it all came from. So I am tweeting. I'm not responding to a tweet. I'm not responding to him or anybody. This is just a tweet. No one in my family washed greens in a bathtub. This reminds me.
Now, that's a good point, because that's the stuff that I be talking about. That's what I'll be drilling on right there. So shout out to everybody that's watching, wherever you're watching from. Yeah, if you have ever washed greens in a bathtub, or if you've ever seen greens being washed in a bathtub, if that's something that you associate with Sunday, because here go the thing, right? A lot of times collard greens be what people eat before and after church, like the Sunday dinner. And everybody know that the Sunday dinner start out before you leave church. Your mom or your grandma done woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. They cleaning greens. Then, it take everybody about 3 hours to get ready for work. Everybody in the shower, everybody in the bathroom. A lot of places, especially in the Black American areas, metropolitan areas in them cities that got them 3-story houses. A lot of them, they only got one bathtub or only one shower. They don't have, like, the newer houses got like multiple bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? So you might have a tub or a shower in your basement, but then like probably on the first floor, like next to the master bedroom, is where the shower is at. You can't have a shower occupied with no collard greens and then everybody washing up in there and getting all the kids and stuff ready, and then you go to the church. Like, you can't even, it's not even practical. You can't even do that.
It sounds wild. Like, it just like, it sounds like a foreign practice. Like, that don't sound like something that's traditional to American, especially to FBA culture. Like, I don't know. I think she got her cultures mixed up right now. She's gonna go into the story, but it's I don't know, man. Collard greens in the tub, yo.
Bro, she would have made more sense if she had said something like, in the tub we used to wash up with lemon joy. But she didn't say that, though. See, because a lot, like, let me shout out to y'all. How many of y'all, like, older generation, used to use lemon joy in the bathtub? Everybody used lemon joy in the bathtub. That's why a lot of us got eczema skin messed up, because using hard detergents on our sensitive skin. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story.
Also, you can get the bubbles with it.
And you get the bubbles with it, so they substituted for bubble bath. Facts. Right. Or not lemon joy. If you don't use lemon joy, people use that Palmolive or whatever, the green dish soap, right? But ain't nobody use that to clean no collard greens, and nobody used the bathtub to clean no collard green. Nobody did that.
Yo, the story she told was just unbelievable. And then there's this black woman that she's telling the story to. I'm talking about Kamala Harris, right?
Yeah.
About and we like in my earlier video, I'll get into it. You know, I'm like, why are y'all having this? They at a political event and they having a discussion about grains, and I'm like, why are y'all talking about grains? And then
unless you talk about black farmers, you know what I'm saying?
It's weird. It's awkward. Man. I don't know what was. I'm like, what was? And then she's running down the ingredients, and then the black lady is like, yeah. I'm like,
yeah, and it's like, why you playing into that, knowing you didn't cook no collard greens, like knowing you didn't do that.
Yo, man, you can run the video, but it's just blaring alarms with the stories that she be telling.
Bro, facts. Listen, shout out to y'all, man. How many of y'all grandparents or parents, wherever they stay at, got the sink in the kitchen that it's a double sink? So you got two sides. You got the side with the water, and you got the side that you wash whatever in. That's the same way people be washing the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the clean dishes on one side. Sometimes people put the dish rack inside the sink. Sometimes they put it up on, you know what I'm saying, on top. A lot of times, I mean, like these stories is not real. These stories is not practical. It's just nonsense. And this is the problem with like people not having actual representatives who are actually a part of our culture, who grew up in a part of like, you know, where we from, that can talk about grandparent and parent stories that was to substantiate some of this nonsense. Like it ain't no mystique in none of this nonsense. Like, man, what are you talking about? You washed greens in the bathtub. You sound crazy.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, man. Yeah, she's wilding out. I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, like it's so wild, man. Shout out to AW1. What's good with it? Yo, and shout out to everybody watching, man. We really appreciate y'all wherever y'all are watching from. Please do us the favor. Smash that like button, hit that bell.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, facts. And share the stream to your social media. All right, let's get it.
Of Hillary's hot sauce in my bag, pandering bullshit. So what was I referring to? I was referring to this whack ass conversation from Kamala Harris trying to be something or pretending to be something that she is not.
And then check this out though, bro. Another thing, right? Like, so anybody that is taught, like you have an issue with this and you're criticizing it, it's why you bringing that up? Why you bringing that up? Who the one that brought up the greens?
Right.
Why didn't she come up? Why didn't she talk about some policy? Nobody asked her about her green cooking skill.
This is just weird, man. It's weird. Yo, listen, she's about to play the story, and the way she runs down how she's making her greens, I'm like, yeah, nah, none of that sounds right, and I'm not eating at your house. Nah,
and then people will say, well, how is this an important conversation? Why are you guys harping on it? Bro, a sitting vice president, presidential candidate brought this up.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
She's the one having the conversation. So we wrong when we bring it up.
Right. I got more videos talking about Kamala Harris and my issues with her policies and policy decisions and policy priorities than I do about her cooking skill.
What policies? She ain't got none.
Part of the issues.
She goes wherever the wind blows.
Part of the issues. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Facts. And I had said this. Shout out to Untried Genius. I had said this. I've never heard of people putting chili peppers in their greens. That's not
wildin'.
Something. Yeah, I never heard of that.
She's wilding.
Like I said, go ahead.
My wife puts a turkey neck, and then there's like bits and pieces of turkey in there, and that's it. And she seasons it, and that's it. I don't know about no chili. I don't know about no Tabasco. I don't know nothing about that, yo. I don't know what she's talking about.
None of that.
Definitely never seen nothing in the bathtub. No type of food products. What are you talking about? Why is food products in your bathtub, man?
Right.
Why?
Right. Shout out to DC Precise. It's nothing but this.
Unsubstantiated fantasy. Lies. Idiots! I'm surrounded by incompetent idiots!
What's wrong with that boy? What's wrong with that boy, Cobra Commander, man?
Yo, you wildin'.
Wildin'.
He's upset. Kamala got him upset.
Got him upset, man. Fighting that white man, G.I. Joe. You know what I'm saying? G.I. Joe taking him back. You know what I'm saying? All right, bro. Let's get it.
Okay. As you can see, Roland is not tagged. So I want you to hear what she says. And for the people who are not aware, when we say greens, I'm referring to collard greens. It is a dark green leafy vegetable. It's very good.
Very good.
And no, Black people do not wash collards in the bathtub.
I've never seen it.
Listen,
I've never seen it either. And my question is, why is it that when Kamala Harris does this type of stuff and when she does these type of performative acts, why doesn't she get up there and sound like, why doesn't she ever make the fake accent of she's selling a Slurpee?
Bro, exactly.
I'm coming here to tell you that I love you people and that everybody should stand together in solidarity with the United States. We'll make everything good for everybody because we care so much. Like, why don't you get up there and do that? I want to see your accent. Like, okay, we've seen your fake Black stuff enough. Let's see the fake other stuff.
I would actually respect her more if she did that.
Yeah.
That I would believe. Like, yeah, okay, you actually being who you are.
Well, and that's also being fake and not honest to her political policies, because if you're a Democrat and you're a leftist and you believe in equality and equity and you believe in equity for everybody, okay, you've roasted foundational Black Americans and Black Americans and freemen enough. You've made fun of us every time you had a chance. You associated twerking and Megan Thee Stallion with us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now it's time for you to play on some of your own stereotypes. You need to provide that equity to the other part of your culture, and you're not doing that. So you're not delivering equity in your own campaign message.
Yes, we definitely need some Slumdog Millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you need some of that.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So again, one of the major critiques of Kamala Harris is her flip-flopping, and she even flip-flops in her cultural appropriation. So the only consistency with Kamala Harris is inconsistency, which right. I don't know how good that is of a behavior for a politician. There has to be some level of consistency, and with her, there's none.
Absolutely none. There's nothing that she stands on. She stands for nothing at all. Like, I don't really understand how she made it this far. You know what I mean? It's just wild.
Well, she has the reason why she stands and made it so far.
Don't say it.
Well, I was gonna say because she has the people like Liz and Dick Cheney backing her. You know what I'm saying? When you team military industrial complex, you've got a lot of shadowy things that keep you propped into place and a lot of unlimited resources at your side.
Great point.
You know, to me, one of the most daunting endorsements that if people had a historical understanding and knowledge of the United States is the fact that if the establishments like Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney come out and back you, that should kind of tell you what those people are associated with, and you should kind of reevaluate their history and things that they've done in the country and see that they're endorsing the same or similar behavior of what they've done in this candidate here. So I don't know if people support Dick or Liz Cheney. I want to add shout out to people that was alive like during that administration when Dick Cheney was the vice president. Do you think that he did the country favors, or do you think that he was a detriment to the country? What do you guys think?
Exactly, definitely a detriment. What you call it? That's great points. What is it called? Follow the money.
Follow the money. Halliburton. Is Halliburton a benefit to the United States, or is it a negative?
It's definitely negative. It's a damn parasite.
Yeah. So, I mean, Kamala Harris is effectively getting the Halliburton vote. I don't know how that looks on a resume. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I definitely, well, being that she's getting their vote, she's gonna have to be in their pocket also. So we already know how that go. Pay to play. Hide the money, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's broke people around. You know what I'm saying? They calling us the broke asses.
Right. Facts. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Listen
to what Kamala said. She's at an event. Listen to this.
I have a friend who had a Christmas party, Christmas Eve every year, and she asked me to make the greens for a party every year.
Now,
and I am not lying to you that I would make so many greens that I'd be.
You got to stop it right here. Now, the first part of this is that why are you making greens for somebody else's house every year?
No idea.
That don't even sound right. You have a friend. Who's this friend? And why are you making her greens in your bathtub every year?
And first of all, I know now, and check this out now. I don't want to speak for everybody's family, right? But I'm gonna tell you how my family was. For the most part, when it came to the dinners and Christmas and stuff like that, it was just understood that designated family members made certain dishes, and they made those dishes good, and that was the expected dish that they was gonna bring. So, you know what I'm saying? Like grandma, you know what I'm saying? Like she made the collard greens, she made the turkey and all that. You know what I'm saying? My aunt would bring some spaghetti that she would make because she made some real good spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? My cousin would make some macaroni and cheese, and it was just understood that this person was gonna bring this. Like my mom would bring some sweet potato pie. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody brought they dish. Everybody had a dish that they brought. Like this was associated with Carletta. This was associated with, you know what I'm saying, Bobby. This was associated with my cousin June. Blah 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 blah. Right now, we didn't really have like no friends just bringing random stuff over because you bring this tray of macaroni and cheese and it's already like, well, at our family, you know, like when we celebrate Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? Like Tom make the macaroni and cheese. So we not about to, I don't know why you brought this. You should have just came over.
Who told you to make the macaroni and cheese? We're not eating that. You know
we're not eating that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not eating that.
And if you ain't brought over food for a long time, we not eating your food anyway because like this we not that's not we're not doing that. This ain't no potluck. This is
what we do.
Yeah, it's a family gathering. You know what I'm saying?
So this story is just wild. Like, I don't know, man. It's just.
And the thing is that to me, like, it's wild. Like when I hear people when I hear people trying to substantiate this story, it's like, yo, you're not about to sit there and try to like tell me that the childhood that I went through, you know what I'm saying, and the family associations that I had didn't exist. I'll get one of my cousins right on here right now to explain something. It's gonna come out exactly the way that I said it came out. And I'm sure, especially if you're from the Midwest, that's how your family is.
Yo, this is wild. Like, why are you making greens for somebody else's house for years? Like, I don't get it. You're talking about making it in the bathtub.
And you making greens for somebody's family for years that got a grandmother and a great grandma and some daughters and cousins of female cousins in their family that all of them have made greens together for years. So they're all making the greens. Like, you know, usually like, you know, if the grandma passed away, great grandma passed away, the grandma finna start making the greens. Like that's just what it is. Or the oldest female cousin or whatever, the oldest female auntie. Like that's how it go. Like it like bringing in friends to make meals for a family. It's a family gathering, which means like the family is making like it's a taste of the family too.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? It's not like a taste of no outsiders. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That makes sense. Like no, like the family's gonna make the food. You're not, you know, you're not family. So you talking about a friend asking you to make greens is suspect to me, man. This story sounds like a story. Like it sounds like she's making it up on the spot almost.
Yeah. It ain't never no schedule. It ain't never no schedule for the cooking, like none of that, because it's just you just always understand, you know what I'm saying, Viola gonna bring over the greens.
Exactly.
Unless somebody said something. Like unless somebody said something that year, like, oh, you know, she ain't doing good. She in the hospital, you know what I'm saying? You know, she been getting kind of sick, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, she ain't gonna be able to make the greens. And that's usually established by the middle of the year before the holidays come. You know what I'm saying? You know if your family member ain't doing real well.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. I definitely understand what you're talking about as far as the family having designated plates and dishes that they make or whatever. Definitely no outsiders going to be, especially friends, they're not going to be bringing dishes. Like, that don't happen. And if it does happen, ain't nobody eating that shit.
No, ain't nobody eating it, bro.
I'm just saying, like, ain't nobody going to eat it. It's just going to be there. It's going to be... You know, it's gonna be there, and then by the time you leave, it's gonna be the garbage.
Right, and that's why, right? And everybody's family is always an older black woman at some point that has said, "Baby, you can't eat everybody collard greens." Like everybody in the comment section. Have y'all ever heard somebody say that you can't eat everybody's greens? They said about chitlins. Everybody don't clean chitlins the same. Those comments are in line with they ain't like us. Which is why I made the comments about They Ain't Like Us that I had made before when Kendrick Lamar made that song. That's what that's talking about. That's all them things is the same thing. They ain't like us. You can't eat everybody greens and everybody don't clean chitlins the same. It's all the same thing.
You can't eat everybody food, period. Anybody food. Like, excuse me. Sometimes it's just certain people that you know, like, yo, they don't cook well. You know what I mean? You may have tasted their food once or twice and be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm good. I'm not eating your food ever again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
bro.
just be like that.
It's like it's a scale of they ain't like us. It's a like how like nowadays because of like what's going on with the political environment, you know what I'm saying? Everybody do today like ain't like us with the diaspora wars. But bro, it's neighborhood they ain't like us. Like in Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? Like they got like Glenville and Collinwood rivalries. You know what I'm saying? The people from Glenville out, they from Collinwood. I don't know what they talking about over there. You know what I'm saying? Or like, if you got a next door neighbor that's kind of crazy. I don't know what them Jenkins over there talking about. Over here in the Williams family, this is how we do things. Like that's how it's always been talked about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, this is how you can tell when somebody come in and start saying some weird stuff, and then like to see other people just gaslight it, like what they saying is actual
facts,
substantial facts, is like, yo, y'all people are real, like non-black people are really ignorant to the ongoings and understandings of how the inner workings of how we get down actually work.
Right.
Like
have no clue.
Y'all got no clue. That's why, like, I look at it like, what is you talking about? Like, you ain't like my mom. I used to see my mom. I seen 3 generations of women in my family cook greens. You know what I'm saying? My great grandmother, my grandmother, my mom, and my aunts. You know what I'm saying? My dad's sisters, because y'all know, you know what I'm saying, about my mom. My aunts, you know what I'm saying? I've seen all of them, and my mom was, you know what I'm saying, she was real cool with the whole family. So, it wasn't none of that type of family tension where the family don't mess with each other. Like everybody rock with my mom on my dad, and you know what I'm saying, on my dad's side too. My dad and my mom's side, they got along real well. So like it wasn't no beef or nothing like that. So everybody was rocking together. So we all had this understanding. Like I seen this all my life. Like my brother be watching my stream sometimes my nephew be in here too. All this stuff that I'm saying, bro, it'll be substantiated. And anybody else that grew up in a way that I grew up literally can say, like, yeah, this is what happened. This is how the families used to get down. So what Kamala Harris is talking about, that's not even how the families get down.
It's not. It's unverifiable. Like nobody knows what the hell she's talking about. You know what I mean? Like she's just making shit up, man. And if you ask me when you play the video, it's like when her cadence and the way she's talking sounds like she's telling a story. It sounds fake. But my thing is that the people that she's talking to is kind of validating her. Like, like yeah. When she says she puts bacon in her greens, one of the guys is like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know.
Now, it's more believable that you would put bacon in the greens than it is about the chili pepper.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Like.
I guess I don't even do pork, so.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. But like the chili pepper and the hard garlic was what was kind of strange for me. And then the bathtub stuff was just really crazy. That was just insane.
Tabasco sauce, you know what I mean? She's talking about she cheating. Like, cheating how?
I don't know,
She
bro.
talking about she boiling the water for hours and shit before she put the greens in. I'm like, well, how the greens are supposed to cook if they not in the pot?
And what is you trying to do? Create a nuclear reactor and like run electricity to a couple of cities? What do you need to boil all that water for? Like you just need to get the water to a boil, and then you know what I'm saying, like lightly boil the greens and boil them to where they tender. Like what are you talking about?
Yo, if you listen to her story, it just sounds so fake. You know what I mean? And that's what people don't like about her. Like you could like sense, you get the sense like she's being phony. Like it oozes off of her like fakeness. Like you're not real. Like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but you know when you run the video, you'll see.
Yeah, like it's just wild, man. All right, let's get it, yo. And shout out to everybody that's watching, man. If y'all haven't hit that bell yet, hit that bell. If y'all haven't shared, share the stream. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
If y'all enjoying the content, throw some flames in the chat. Let's get it.
We appreciate y'all. Thanks.
To wash them in the bathtub. I'm telling you the truth.
So how do you make your greens? Do you put turkey in them?
Bacon.
No. So again, yes, I know S-Con. Why would anyone wash food in the bathtub? Hello. Okay. So, and this is not even me saying that that's not what she does. I'm not even saying that. What I'm doing is trying to prove a point. This is a cultural thing. We do not wash greens in a bathtub.
Facts.
Okay.
Period.
Like the story is, her story is funny. Like, no, people don't do that. And her saying it, and then you see the crowd of white people in the background. They listening, thinking like this is some real shit. Like, this is what people do.
Right.
Yeah, Kamala's a joke, yo.
Yeah, bro. That is yeah. It's wild, bro.
She's a joke.
It's wild. Like and again, look at the people who are trying to shut down conversations about this kind of stuff.
Right.
Just take a look at the demographics of people who are trying to shut down conversations about this. So like a lot of these people, they claim to be countering quote unquote false narratives, but it's okay when somebody that you like is saying a false narrative.
Right. It's just, you know, people just don't want to use common sense. They would rather listen to Roland say next question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, let's get it, bro.
I ain't never been to no my grandma, my great grandma, my mom. I ain't never been
See,
to.
now again, shout out to Sabby, right? Because as you can see, Sabby is associating this with her grandparents. Yep. Like literally, this is what I be talking about the grandparent talk. So this is what I'm saying. You know, a lot of times when it came to discipline, a lot of the skills and cultural stuff that we got that stuff from discipline at a young age because we got in trouble. Like you about to be in trouble. You finna help me clean these greens. That's what you're gonna be doing for your Sunday. You ain't about to be watching no cartoons before you go to work, before you go to church. You about to be sitting in this kitchen with me, standing next to me with a chair, washing these doggone collard greens. And so you pick up the skill like that. All of this stuff is associated with the older members of our families. So where are the older members in her family that passed this stuff down? From her mom? She got it from her mama, like Juvenile, for real?
Couldn't have. Because she's Caucasian anyway.
Right. And again, so immediately, Sabby Sabs, immediate association with grandparents, which is normal. Sabby Sabs is right. Absolutely. If y'all agree with Sabby Sabs, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. So the immediate association with the grandparents is one of the things that would tell me, okay, Sabby Sabs know what she's talking about in this particular area. Let me listen to some more of what she's saying, right? And then Kamala Harris, notice like you don't have no grandparent stories. What is you talking about?
Right. That's a great point. She's just talking. She's not associated. She's not linking it to family. You know what I mean? Like she just running her mouth, talking about she brings greens to her friend's house every year. Like,
right?
I don't know. That sounds suspect.
It is suspect, bro. Like who is like I said, bro? Who is the women in your family name? Emma Lou, you know what I'm saying? Hazel, you know what I'm saying? Mady, Bobby Jean. Who is those people in your family that showed you that you was cooking greens with? That showed you how to cook greens and how to cook them? Because I know didn't nobody name Mady, Bobby Jean, Lil, Tom, Emma Lou, Hazel. You know what I'm saying? Dottie. None of them showed you to put no doggone greens in no bathtub. The hell out of here. I don't know all the Emma Lou's and the Sally Mays, and I don't know all these people in the world. But one thing that I do know about them is that none of them told you to put no doggone greens in the bathtub. I will say that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Shit up.
Right. Shout out to the nobody named Nisi showed you how to put no doggone greens in a bathtub. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. Like you fronting. You know what I'm saying?
Creating stories to try to fit her narrative.
Facts. And see, and this is what I'm talking about. When you got people like Kamala Harris and all these other people, even other people, right? Why, in the context that I be talking about this with these people's names and stuff like this, exactly. Why is it that? How many of y'all got parents that got the peach cobbler recipe in the Bible, the family Bible that's been passed down from your grandmother? From your great grandmother to your grandma, they got where somebody buried at, how to get to the cemetery plot to put some flowers on it on Memorial Day, because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, there's no headstone there, you know what I'm saying, or they got a recipe in there, they got some tuna casserole recipe or like some type of peach cobbler recipe or some wild banana pudding recipe in there. It's some recipes and some instructions folded up in the Bible in your family, if you know what I'm saying, and don't nobody be talking about this kind of stuff. But I know for a fact that everybody seen this growing up. I know it because I seen it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, like you should be able to pick this kind of stuff out off the rip. Like Kamala Harris fake as hell. But then the people that substantiate her, you sit back and ask the question, well, how is this not, what are you talking about, bro?
Right.
What kind of how did you grow up? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody pushed back or challenged her. They just let her talk and agreed. And then, like I said, you see the people in the background. They actually probably think this is part of the lifestyle or actually accurate information that they're getting. You know what I'm saying? Which is false.
Yeah, and it's sad because it's. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not accurate. It's not accurate at all. You know what I'm saying? All right, bro. Let's get it. Let's check out some more of this.
To no black person's house and they wash greens in a bathtub. Never. Okay. So that was me proving a point.
Right.
So what would be and again, and like I said, I haven't seen this video yet, but you know, Sabby Sabs is literally saying the exact same thing that I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And again, so my question would be with Roland Martin, what is your problem with Sabby Sabs pointing this out? Because she's right. Like she's not wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Well, initially his problem was that because she associated it with the hot sauce in the bag, Hillary Clinton comment, whatever, which we know she doesn't carry hot sauce in her bag. Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that pandering stuff is just like, look, you're doing too much. I know you want my vote, but you know, we voted for white people before in the past, and they, you know, what I mean, it's not gonna make or break us. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's like, yeah, and that's the thing. The advertising and the narrative has gotten switched on the advertising because you got people that are sitting there saying, "Oh, well, if you criticize these things, you're quote unquote trying to police blackness." That's not true. I don't police blackness. I don't believe in black police. I believe in black autonomy and black people having the power to be able to do whatever they want to. You know what I'm saying, and live life how they want to live life. This is black. This is who polices black people. The people that made laws of segregation and the people that made laws to to legalize slavery and people that put their chest out and say stuff like this.
You ain't black.
Facts.
Those are the people that police black people. Now that's black police. I ain't never told somebody they ain't black. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
but
wild,
you got this
man.
right here.
You ain't black.
Right to his face.
Yeah, I don't believe in black people policing. You know what I'm saying? I believe in black people autonomy. So you can say whatever you want to be. Just make sure that you are loyal to, you know what I'm saying, yourself and don't be a coon. Those are my only things that I ask for. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that Kamala Harris is a package. She's a package that's for sale. You see what I'm saying? And she wants us to pay for the package that she's offering with her votes. In that package, she offered, you know what I'm saying, all this alleged blackness or whatever. So just like any good consumer, people are questioning what's in the package. Right. So my thing is if I sell you an empty box and I tell you ain't black if you don't buy this box, I'm gonna sound crazy. But if the blackness is what you selling, then you need to validate for the people that you're trying to sell your product to that product is quote unquote as black as their expectations would have it. And to me, she's done a bad job of packaging that. It was a bad market strategy, and she should have never done that. And how dare the people that have an issue with people that question these things question us for her flawed marketing strategy. We didn't. Exactly. Didn't nobody say we will vote for Kamala Harris? Like me personally, you know that none of that is really of my highest priority. So that's not going to be something that I'm looking for anyway. What I'm looking for is what's going to improve this. What's going to improve the situation? What's going to allow me access to more power and more resources? And the fact that you simply going around talking about collard greens, unless you're talking about some type of farmland or unless you're talking about some type of grant to agriculture, agriculture industry and concentrating that to where there's disparities amongst black people, which doesn't have to do with anything about no damn collard greens. That's the context that you should be talking about that in. To be a mascot, I got teams that I support already. I don't need to, you know what I'm saying, throw no dollars at you because you a mascot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I don't know. It's trying to what would we call it? Like false advertising. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're trying to sell us something, and now
Joe Biden got 90. What is it? 90. Joe Biden got Lysol ratios. You know what I'm saying? He got 97. What 90, 95, something like that. A large amount of black support, and Joe Biden's not black. So not being black it's evident that not being black is not something that's going to dissuade black people from supporting you. If you bring forth, you don't even apparently clearly, even if you bring bad and harmful policies, that's not going to dissuade black people from supporting you. You know what I'm saying?
They're mad that we're vetting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not. I don't even think that it's vetting, right? I think that what it is are you actually going to deliver on what you're selling? We're just being reasonable consumers.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna check the thing. Like if you buying a vehicle, you kick the tires, make sure it ain't leaking no oil, stuff like that. The seller is saying it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing as consumers. We're checking what she's saying.
Yeah.
But they don't like it. Is my stance. Like, yeah, they like, damn, these niggas they checking everything. Like, we can't get over on them like we used to.
Yeah. And to me, the thing is that I don't understand how people could deny reality. Like, my thing is that if you see that there's a problem that people are trying to fix, what should be happening is that there should be open discussions about these type of things. And, the facts and information that come out of these open discussions should be used to create even more value-added open discussions to where we're getting the best bang for our buck, and in this case, the best policies or the best benefit for our votes. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with these type of critiques. These are nobody said that Kamala Harris shouldn't be running for president because of her ancestry. That's never been what was said. People are asking the question, why is she in a costume and selling us the costume and not the person wearing it? That's what we're asking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that, a lot of the critiques of the critique, even those are dishonest in nature. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree. I mean, if, like I said before, if she was to be real, you know what I mean, or just be herself, people will probably gravitate to her more. But
yeah, facts.
The fact that she oozes phoniness and the verified of being verifiable on flipping and flopping on issues or whatever, people just like look at them like, I don't know if you're a trustworthy person to even get my vote. And like you said before, as far as what type of policies and things that are tangible to for me, to get my vote, what are you willing to do? How are you gonna help me out? How are you gonna help my community out? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of issues. And then another thing is that, look, you guys been running the country for 4 years, and the evidence speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You know what
I want to ask people this. I want to ask you all this. If our population is 13% of the population, and out of that 13%, these people have been getting far beyond 51% of our votes. They've been getting in the upwards of 80 and 90% consistently. Mm-hmm. Have we been getting 80 or 90 of our disparities addressed appropriately?
Absolutely not.
Let me ask y'all, does that math? And if the math doesn't math, what's the explanation for it? I think that if the Democrats just came out and said we failed you badly, I think that people would be more open to listen to how they plan on fixing the failures or working with us to fix the failures than the denial of reality and to say we've literally made you all millionaires while you sit there and see people in poverty and look at the statistics of black people having the largest homeless rate and crime being correlated to poverty and making up these large sections of poverty in the country and all of the negative things that come with that.
Right.
But they're not doing that. They're telling you to deny reality. Deny reality. We actually have done these things that benefit you. No, you haven't.
And also that there's a boogeyman that is going to destroy American life as we know it or whatever. So
Well, the interesting thing about it is that boogeyman thing is true. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is the boogeyman. He's the boogeyman for somebody like Liz Cheney, who he said he's going to give a military tribunal to, but he didn't say he was going to do no military tribunal for me. That's her problem.
right.
That's her problem.
Yeah, that's funny. So I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, she's supposed to be a Republican, and you know what I'm saying, like she kind of, put him on the spot, and that's an issue between them, not an issue between what I got going on.
Exactly. It's not our problem.
Not my problem. She gonna be on a military tribunal. I'll stream it for you. That's about the best I can do for you. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't care about any of that. And Donald Trump is the boogeyman for a lot of Democrats and for a lot of Republicans that he don't like. I'm not in politics. You know what I'm saying? I talk about politics online, but I'm not at the White House.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as far as the Democrats go and the Republicans go, it's interesting. A lot of the cross-party line, the cross-party line stuff that we're seeing. You got the whole dynamics of Tulsi Gabbard and RFK going over there, and then you got like the Liz Cheneys and the Dick Cheneys endorsing, the Democrats. And it's just, you have to ask yourself a question with this environment and the way things are shifting, the way that we see, is upholding a political paradigm of a duopoly. Is that actually even still relevant? Yeah, is that not outdated? To me, what it seems like is this is the first steps of moving in a direction that's not the same as what we've been doing for a long time.
Right. Everybody breaking ranks, doing different things right now. Like you said, definitely with Tulsi.
Yeah.
And RFK.
Yeah.
Good points.
Facts. A shout out to FBA Built America. FBA Built America said America can't do 4 years of Bidenomics. Now, I would go as far as to say, if we look at Bidenomics as a leftist economic policy, leftist domestic policy, leftist foreign policy, if you look globally, is there any thriving leftist country that is rivaling the United States? I would say that only China and Russia are. And the reason that China and Russia are is because of how they've done things. And they're an outlier, and there's always going to be outliers. So the outliers should be studied, right? So I'm not saying that China and Russia haven't utilized their communist governments to make themselves world players. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is that there's outliers, and that they're outliers if you look at the rest of the world. Aside from the cases of China and Russia, who are isolated anomaly, where are the other places?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Me either. And another thing that you see that's interesting is that when it comes to Venezuela specifically, Venezuela is a leftist liberal government that was ran by Nicolas Maduro that has imploded and has come into the United States under a leftist government and has imploded the places where they've gone. So you have a domino effect of leftist implosion. You have leftism failing in foreign countries. Those countries come into leftist enclaves like sanctuary cities, sinking those sanctuary cities. So it's a domino effect. It's a cascading effect. It's a chain reaction.
Yo, man, this is wild, man, just thinking about it.
Yeah. And I think that it's interesting that in the context of talking about these things on a global stage, that's not one of the standpoints that people use to assess the situation. Because, it's all about assessment and trying to fix things and innovate things. This kind of stuff really shouldn't be used to try to say whether, people are better or worse than each other. If people believe what they say that they believe, and we're actually trying to move towards a global society of, people having the maximum benefit of the planet, then that's what we got to look at it as. But since that's not how it's looked at, then you got to ask the question, is that really the agenda? And if you ask me, it's clearly not. They just want us to act like it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just all little points to think about. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of points, man.
Yeah, I think people should think about that stuff. Yo, so shout out to everybody that's watching. We got 50 people watching and we got 40 likes.
Hey.
If everybody could take a moment, smash that like button. Let's try to get that to 100. You wanna check out some more of the video? I'm trying to see some more of it.
Yeah, no, let's run through it.
What, you about to hit that? You about to hit that champagne and hit the sack or what?
Nah, no champagne today.
All right,
cool.
man. Look,
I gotta go to church tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna chill out.
You chilling with some sinners tonight, bro. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All right, let's get it. All right, bet. Let's get it.
We can get to the bacon thing in just a second. Just a second. Let me let her finish.
You put turkey in them?
Bacon.
My grandma
I do
used to put
bacon.
She's put
Garlic.
vinegar.
I put white vinegar. I do. So I start with, I slice up my garlic. But no, first I chop up the bacon and get all that fat going. Then I put garlic, some chili peppers, and then a lot of water and a little chicken stock. And I let it go for a while before I put the greens in. And then, right, so you get that going and all that flavor.
What?
And then I put the greens in for a couple hours. Then I do vinegar, and then I cheat and do a little Tabasco.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Did she say flour?
I don't know. Like, you might have to bring it back. But
Did I hear that right? Did she say flour? She puts flour in? I don't know about the flour.
Bro, like, it just sounds.
I don't know about the flour, bro. Yeah, it is. It is. That's why it sounds like that, because it is made up.
And the lady that she's
You know what I'm
talking to is like validating her, which is like, she could have been like, she could have even played off like, yeah, I don't know about that, you know what I mean? But yeah, you could do it your way, you know what I'm saying? Don't be like, yeah, that's right. Okay. Like, you know, she's not telling the truth.
And see, that's the thing too. That's where a lot of the issues come in too. Like, lady, that's over there. Shout out to you, lady. Listen to me. Where is your backbone?
Right.
Stop acting like you're attention starved and you just have to substantiate this idiot's gaslighting because you have nothing else to hold on to. Actually have some pride about yourself and say, hey, wait a minute, that's not how we get down. What are you talking about?
Right. As soon
Like,
as she started talking about some bathtub, you should have been like, hey.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on.
Yeah, I agree. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Yeah, I agree, bro.
You're not.
All right, let's run it. Yeah, right. That's why I ain't eating everybody's stuff. I ain't eating everybody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to the Geek Surgeon for funding the organization. Definitely appreciate it. Y'all know what to do. Throw some ducks, some flames, radiation emoji in the chat for the Geek Surgeon funding the organization.
How do you think that we fund this organization, huh? We're not exactly the March of Dimes.
Silence! Silence! I ain't got no money, pie.
Cash rules everything around me. Queen, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
Yeah, once I get get caught up on some of this work, get some of these videos edited, and I'm able to make some more drops, y'all might get the somebody give me some lotion drop for a super fat.
Some Vaseline.
Right. That's hilarious. All right, bro. I'm about to run it. Let me know if you want me to stop anywhere.
Okay.
All right.
We can get to the bacon thing in just a second. Just a second. Let me let her finish.
You put turkey in them?
Bacon.
My grandma
I do
used to put
bacon.
She's put
Garlic.
vinegar.
I put white vinegar. I do. So I start with, I slice up my garlic. But no, first I chop up the bacon and get all that fat going. Then I put garlic, some chili peppers, and then a lot of water and a little chicken stock. And I let it go for a while before I put the greens in. And then, right, so you get that going and all that flavor. And then I put the greens in for a couple hours. Then I do vinegar, and then I cheat and do a little Tabasco.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, because Tabasco, well, like I like Louisiana hot sauce, but Tabasco has that right amount of vinegar. Yeah, and that's how I do my greens.
I see why you get invited every year.
No, we must correct this, ladies and gentlemen. We must correct this.
Now check this out, right? Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Do y'all see how upset this is made? It's like Sabby Sabs like visibly upset. Like this is really irritating to her. Now I want to ask y'all this question: why do you think that this is so irritating to Sabby Sabs? Like, she's pissed about this. Like, I don't know if y'all watch Sabby Sabs. I watch Sabby Sabs. I like Sabby Sabs. Some of her associates, not so much. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't really, you know, sometimes I disagree with certain things that she say, but I like Sabby Sabs for the most part. I watch her as part of my regular content, right?
Right.
And like, why do you think Sabby Sabs is so irritated with this?
Well, my opinion, she knows that she's lying. She's not telling the truth. That's why she's irritated. She's like, no. She's like, no, like 3 times. Like, she's animated. Like, that ain't right. What Kamala's talking about isn't right.
I'm going to say this, and that could be right. I would agree with you. But what I'm going to say is I associate that type of food, that type of cooking, talking about that type of stuff with very pleasant memories of my family and very much stuff that of my family that I appreciate with my family and things that I love about my family. And the fact that somebody is sitting there talking insane about what I love is infuriating to me, because you're lying about it. You never experienced none of this stuff and you making it up as a clown show to try to get some type of notoriety for it. You're lying. Like I could associate good times in my childhood with food and family members with the food that they made. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, listing off cousins and grandmothers and stuff like that who made the good food and all that. And you're taking what's part of something that's associated with family, which is, again, going back to how Sabby Sabs started this out, substantiating it with the grandparent talk. It's literally like you're talking about like you're turning our families into a caricature, and I don't appreciate that. Clearly, Sabby Sabs don't appreciate that,
right?
And you know, other people that are saying, "Oh, you know, it's not that big of a deal," man. I'll never have my grandmother's college grandparents on both my side. My family is dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have my grandmother anymore. I don't have my great grandmother anymore. I don't have none of my grandparents. All I got is my family, my father and my mother. Those are the last of that generation. I don't have any of that anymore. I'll never have those memories ever again. So I could only think about that in terms of, like, you know, the good times that I had as far as memories. And to sit here and to see somebody defile that and talk about it dishonestly is it's infuriating to me.
Yeah, disrespectful.
I'll never be able to go over my grandmother's house and, you know what I'm saying, smell those greens again and all sit around in the living room, or, you know, like go, you know, down Cleveland to my great grandmother's house and we all chilling on the porch and, you know what I'm saying, go around in the back and be, you know what I'm saying, eating on the back porch and stuff like that. I can never have that again. And there's nothing negative in my brain associated with negativity and my older relatives and the food that they prepared. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to associate that with some type of like stand-up comedy routine.
Right.
And you're not even telling the stand-up comedy routine in a way where it's a funny joke that's relatable. Like, you're just making a complete mess of things.
She's destroying the recipe. Like,
yeah. And to try to make it where, like, oh, you don't have a right to be upset about that. You sound crazy. If we tried to talk crazy about a bar mitzvah, we wouldn't even have a channel anymore.
Great point.
And all I'm simply saying is just be respectful with how you talk about what's close to people and how, you know, things that make up people's lives and childhood and pleasant memories of their family that they have. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. If y'all agree with me, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. And also, while you're doing that, make sure that y'all show NY State of Mind some love for funding the organization. Shout out to you, bro. We appreciate it. NY State of Mind says Kamala recipe is Martha Stewart recipe. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I think that Martha Stewart will probably prepare better anything than Kamala Harris.
Big facts. Like, yeah, Martha probably could get it in.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, you know, people could get mad. Oh, he ain't on code. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm aware of a lot of. I'm aware of things the way that I should be aware of them, and I believe that Martha Stewart, I believe that Cracker Barrel, I believe that a lot of these places would make better food than Kamala Harris. I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, bro, for the super chat. We appreciate it.
How do you think that we fund this organization, huh? We're not exactly the march of dimes.
Get the money, y'all. There's poor people around. I'm rich,
biatch. Shout out to you, NY State of Mind. All right, bro. Let's check out some more of this. Let's see what else you talking about. Let me see. Hold on real quick. Boom, like that. All right, let me see. Hold on.
greens. Okay. So, first of all, let me just put up this. Dwayne says, ham hocks, thank you. Z-Manny says, justice for collard greens. This is not how Black people make greens. Now, again, I'm not saying she may do it that way, but this is not how Black people make. Do you get? I'm trying to prove a point. This is a cultural thing. And everybody in my family has made them, include me.
I really appreciate the fact that like Sabby Sabs is bringing all of this back to her family, because all of this is heavily based on our family. And what's interesting about it is that white people have perpetuated the narrative that we all grow up in the streets and that none of us have family. So one reason why these stereotypes that Kamala Harris is perpetuating are so pervasive is because white people have already destroyed the image of us having families. So when we reference something from our family as reference information to our culture, white people have already laid the groundwork of shut up, you don't know what you're talking about, despite the fact that these are our actual lived experiences. And I don't know Sabby Sabs, never talked to her. I've actually critiqued her content in some areas. So, you know, there's no agenda for me to be substantiating anything that she's saying, but just growing up as a Black person who grew up in a family like this, she's absolutely 110% right. And this is what I'm saying about how when it comes to Black people, the rest of the world and some Black people literally supersede logic and facts and just go with a narrative, and it's just okay and it's substantiated by the rest of the world, even if the facts are looking you dead in your face.
Right. Dead, you know dead smack in your face.
Yeah. And it's wild how that works. Like, I mean, these critiques have been, you know what I'm saying, and they're consistent. Like I said, like my and then as far as like, you know, oh, well, you just watched this video before and you about to just you know, side with what she's saying. Bro, that's one of the reasons why y'all come to my channels, is because I talk about the back in the day stuff. You know what I'm saying? I constantly talk about the back in the day stuff, and all of the back in the day stuff that I talk about when I'm not even talking about any of this goes hand in hand with what she's talking about in terms of this. But it's just okay to just completely dismiss our culture. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely part of an agenda. And then that's why when you look at people like Roland Martin and all of the other people that say, well, you know, these people don't have a right to talk about this kind of stuff. I don't never mention anything about Black fraternities because I've never been in a Black fraternity. I've never been a Greek. I got some peoples that's Greek. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of friends that's Greeks. You know what I'm saying? And I only know about what they've talked about from a secondhand standpoint. I couldn't tell you about no lived experience. So I would never try to do that. So I don't understand why you are trying to tell us about our lived experience. It's like, nah, fall back. We the ones that grew up with this.
What you were saying about right. Well, like I said, it goes back to what you were saying as far as people trying to police or Blackness or the culture. I think that's what Roland is basically trying to do, but failing.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Because Sabby definitely cooks him in this video. Like she's gonna cook him at the end of the video. At the end of the video, you know, she's definitely gonna put up that old shit look on Roland's face when he's seen old boy. So,
yeah,
you know, she definitely pulled this skirt in this video.
That's hilarious, bro. so Sabby Sab's gonna add a little bit of Roland Martin marinade to some Kamala Harris greens. I don't know how that's gonna go over.
It's you know, it probably ain't gonna, you know, it's probably not gonna go over too well, but
probably keep you in the bathroom for a long time.
It's probably would. You just gonna be in the toilet for the longest time, yo, just sitting there.
Oh man, that's hilarious. All right, bro, let's get it.
Also, and this could be a preferential thing, I also don't use no damn bacon. Like Dwayne said, no, you use a ham hock. We don't. No, that's not how you, a ham hock, a smoked turkey. Someone put smoked turkey in the chat just a second ago. I thought, Auntie said turkey necks. Yeah, you use something like that. So I don't know where she got that recipe from.
See?
But again,
I don't know where where did she get the recipe from? Where did she get the, and this is what I keep asking, who does she prepare these greens for? Who taught her how to cook the greens? Where did she learn how to make the greens? And who are they being delivered to? What kind of greens are they? Are they actually collard greens, or are we talking about something else?
Right.
Your mom didn't teach you how to make the collard greens. Like I said, I can reference this to specific people in my family. My mom, my grandma, my great grandma on my mom and my dad's side. My mom on my mom's father's side. Where'd you learn how to make these greens?
Right.
You're lying. If you're lying about some collard greens, something as simple as this, what else you gonna lie about? What type of legislation you will sign? And the thing is that we can tie this pattern of inconsistency to flip-flopping on fracking, flip-flopping on border security, flip-flopping on tips, flip-flopping on tough on crime, flip-flopping on being a progressive, flip-flopping on everything. What hasn't she flip-flopped? We could make a list of less things that she's flip-flopped on than things that she hasn't flip-flopped on. Matter of fact, is there anything that she has not flip-flopped on? That's a smaller thing to focus in on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Let me know what y'all think. Is there anybody in the comment section that can name an issue that Kamala Harris has not flip-flopped on? We're gonna ask the questions a little bit different. What has she not flip-flopped on?
I'm trying to think about it. She doesn't stand on nothing, man. Like, giving it some thought, like she don't stand on nothing.
Yeah, there's too much stuff to list. There now, shout out to DC Precise. DC Precise said unaliving children. I would agree with that. If you guys agree with DC Precise, give me a thumbs up. She has been consistent on unaliving children and progressively more aggressive with unaliving children. So she's been progressively more in favor of that, which is a consistency, and she's consistently been for unaliving children. Aside from that, only other consistency that she has is being inconsistent. And shout out to Brooklyn Queen and shout out to Lavanya. Lavanya said doing anything for black people and ignoring black people. If you guys agree with Brooklyn Queen and Lavanya, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. I would say those are good observations too. Yep. Shout out to Jesse. What's good with it, bro? Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree. All right, bro. Let's keep it going.
Cultural upbringing. And when people say, oh, well, you're just getting on her dad, or she wasn't raised by her dad. No, this is not about whether or not you're raised by your dad. Because her father is from Jamaica.
Yeah, I was just about to say, for one, what does her dad have to do with anything? Whose dad made collard greens?
Right.
Your dad might have sat there and ate some collard greens, but back in these days, man, your dad was not in the kitchen.
Right.
So he definitely wasn't about to be washing no greens. He might have made the money to go buy the greens, but your dad ain't washing no greens. My dad couldn't tell me how to wash no greens. So I don't even know why that would even be brought up.
I don't know why they brought that up also. Like, it just seems like highly suspect, just the mentioning of her father being Jamaican, you know what I'm saying, which doesn't equate to being black, although there's a large black population on the island of Jamaica. It's just referring to a place. There's black people that live there. Like I said in my video, there's Indian people that live there. There's Chinese people that live there. There's white people that live here. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So, you know what I mean? Just referring to a place don't mean that you're one thing or another. You know what I mean? It's just referring to a geographical location.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
and I don't think that it's xenophobic. I think it's funny that, you know, there's been people that critique these critiques of Kamala Harris, and they say that these critiques. Yeah, shout out to KO Kid Fit. What's good with it, bro?
Shout out KO. Hey B.
Hey B. I think that actually what Kamala Harris is doing is the xenophobia.
Right. Nah, I agree.
You making fun of my family, that's xenophobic. And in unwrapping all of this, you know, we're not really going in on Kamala Harris, in my opinion, in an extremely xenophobic way. Now, I've made fun of the accent. That's xenophobic. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't do that. Shame on me, right? You know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Let me SBE myself real quick with this drop.
I shouldn't have said that.
All right, I shouldn't have done that, but I did it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And she
did
it too.
It's
so
well deserved. It's well deserved because in all actuality, she's highly disrespectful. You know what I mean? Anybody that that knows anything about this country will and is seeking higher office or whatever, looking for support from a specific people, and when I say specific, I mean black people. You should understand the history of what it took for them to get from where they at to where they are now, and treat their culture with some dignity and not as if it's some type of sport. You know, like
yeah.
You know,
Kamala Harris is what you will see in the United States, and these things are only prevalent in the United States. Kamala Harris and Elon Musk are the same person. They're capitalist socialists. They are people that they're opportunistic capitalist socialists, and what that means is that they want to create personal capitalism through themselves, through whatever type of socialism controls, constraints, and policies they can use that come from the United States government, if you ask me.
Yeah, I would agree with that also.
Yeah. So, you know, these are opportunists that we're dealing with. And my thing is, again, you know, manipulating people based on their perceived culture is also xenophobia. Like, if I went up to a bunch of people that were perceived as quote unquote indigenous people, and I started doing, you know, the tribal noises or whatever, acting like I'm trying to communicate with those people, nobody would look at that as a gesture of kindness. People would look at me like I'm just ignorant.
Why are you making tribal noises?
You know, they're like, people are like, they've taken away I grew up with the Cleveland Indians, bro. Our team is called the Guardians now. Man. I still call them the Indians, but they call it the Guardians.
Right. No, I get it. Yeah, I get it. It's just, you know, sometimes when you talk, I'm getting the pictures in my head, and it's just funny. So
yeah, I mean, look at that.
Excuse me, man. I apologize.
No, it's all good. It's all good. you know, I be trolling, bro. So certain stuff is supposed to be funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, it's also supposed to paint a picture, though.
Right.
Nah, you know what I mean? So. And like, so we gotta ask, like, what's the benefit in defending pandering? There's a such thing as passive aggressiveness. It's like it's the same thing as if when people have an accent, right? And they have a little accent, you know, they might not speak English as their first language, so they got an accent, and people start talking louder. They don't have a hearing problem, they're not deaf, they don't speak the language. So what you need to do is slow your speech down, not in an offensive way, but slow it to where they can process it. Not speak louder, because speaking louder is not going to help.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Right, exactly. And so to me, like, it's Kamala Harris. Like, I'm not gonna talk to these people about policy. I'm gonna play into the stereotype that these people have no political knowledge. I'm gonna play into stereotypical ideas about their culture, and I'm gonna act like a complete cartoon to communicate with these simpletons. How is that xenophobia? And how is telling somebody, hey, stop doing that and talk to me like a normal person? How is me saying stop doing that, talk to me like a normal person? How is that me being xenophobic? It doesn't make any sense.
That's crazy.
It doesn't make any sense.
Highly disrespectful.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And so when people say, I like my white supremacist racist, or I like my white supremacist racism up front in front of my face, I disagree with that statement highly, as I've said before, because if you ask me, your level of awareness is what will tell you if some racism and white supremacy is in your face. It's not anybody else's fault that it takes somebody to call you the N-word to dawn on you that you're being bombarded with racism at all times.
Right.
The fact that you go in the store and it's only a little tiny place where you can buy a comb for your hair and hair products, if that don't tell you that there's racism and nobody has called you the N-word, they've made those products available for you, then you just lost in the sauce, and I ain't got time for you. I don't have time for you. So I can't substantiate that comment. Shout out to Kid Gravity. What's good with it, bro? I can't substantiate that. Your level of being aware to the realities of the world, your levels of being red-pilled to the realities of racism, that's what will tell you whether there's racism up front and in your face. If somebody is blind and they tell me I like racism in my face, Stevie Wonder tell me that. I don't care if Stevie Wonder telling me that he was blind and was at the racist DNC. The hell?
Right.
I don't care about that. What's in front of your face don't matter to me. What
Right.
you're aware of, what your brain absorbs, that's what's most important. And what your brain absorbs and what you're able to interpretate from environmental signals will put more stimuli in front of your face versus what's not. If you're going over your white friend's house and your white friend has some parents that own a business and they've never hired any black people and they work in a place that gentrifies black neighborhoods, they never called you an N-word and they feed you good when they go over there. So, but if you drive up 7 blocks, a street, you will see how your family has how that family has destroyed the neighborhoods that you live in. And then you say, well, I like the racism in my face, bro. Them people are putting the racism in your face. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, I be like, so the idea of quote unquote racism in people's face is all contingent on your awareness of the existence of it or not. So again, what that shows is that, whether you're aware versus whether you're not, is the awareness is your responsibility. So when you put that on the white person to sit there and say, I only want to have racism that's in front of my face, that's taking the responsibility of environmental awareness off on you. And that's why I can't substantiate that comment.
Right. No, I totally agree with that.
You know what I mean? And I've said that all the time. And like, I know people that people the people that people like say that, and it's a popular talking point and people say it, but I don't care how popular of a talking point something is because I can't substantiate something that's not logical.
Totally agree.
And substantiating logic, people say that they follow the code, they believe in the code, they quote the people all the time. Neely Fuller said that logic is what's supposed to preside. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, people can, have an issue that I might say something that might sound like it's in critique or conflicts with people that they like, but is it in critique or conflict with the alleged code book that don't nobody read? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, people like to pick and choose what
facts,
when and how they use or when and how they want to feel offended or whatever. So
yeah,
I totally agree. You know what I mean? It's up to us to understand when it's in our face and deal with it accordingly.
Bro, listen to this. There'll be a black content creator that'll do a live stream literally talking about the New York Stock Exchange and the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. And then in a later stream, we'll sit there and say, I don't see racism. While you did that stream and you talked about all of that economic market share and how there's zero of that market share that is being generated by black people. And you sat there and just said that you didn't see racism.
Right.
But that's the kind that you prefer. So that means that you have a preference. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are very flawed statements and very flawed ideas, very outdated ideologies. None of them based in logic. You know what I'm saying?
These people know what they're saying is not true. So that's that's a given. It's like, you know what? I know why you're saying that. You're trying to get in good with the good old boy crew, whatever, which is never gonna happen.
Right.
But hey, do your thing. It's on your conscience. It's not on mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I agree 110%. If you guys, a lot of people clearly don't agree because they left. You know what I'm saying? People got heart hurt, but it is what it is. If y'all, to the people that's still in here, if y'all agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. All right, bro, you want to run it?
Yeah, let's keep moving. Let's run through it.
For those of us that are Black Americans, listen, that is something that's an American thing. People understand that, particularly down south. This is something that if you go back, you look up, even back during slavery, like slaves used to make it. So we can talk about greens another night.
Slaves used to, and again, and that right there, again, like I said, understanding means to understand things that, you know what I'm saying, like people might not want to understand. And that's why and how she just said slaves used to make it. And that's why I said I would have no doubt in my mind that a Martha Stewart or a Cracker Barrel would make much better collard greens than a Kamala Harris, because that came directly out of that. That is a undetachable part of the culture and how that stuff developed. So accepting that and understanding that and embracing it instead of living in a dual reality of denial and acceptance as it fits people's narrative, just taking a standard of reality will actually allow you to understand these kind of things and would also help you to be able to debunk nonsense like what Kamala Harris did.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I say, there's a sheriff that I always be joking about in Florida. His name is Grady Judd. I always say, like, you know, I would eat some food at Grady Judd's house before I would eat at Kamala Harris' house.
I don't know who Grady Judd is, but
Yeah.
it sounds funny. So.
Your name is Grady Judd, you know what I'm saying? And you from Florida, you know what I'm saying? More than likely, you probably cook more like my parents than a Kamala Harris do. I mean, oh my God, he off code saying that. No, I actually know what time it is. I actually know about how, you know what I'm saying, like how we've developed and evolved through the United States circumstance, and I'm comfortable with it. I don't have a problem with it. It just is what it is. That's what it is. The future is the only thing that people should be uncomfortable with. The past should be mastered already and be the momentum toward the future. But people haven't evolved to that spot yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Again, these are all personal decisions that people have to have a deep soul searching with themselves to figure out what it is that they actually want versus what they don't want. And I think a lot of times, like you said, about how people need to sometimes get away from social media, I actually think that getting away from social media and clearing your mind and actually looking at the world as you see it is probably one of the best ways to actually figure out the path that you need to be on without the excess noise and misinformation in your ear trying to lead you astray to put money in somebody's pocket. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with that. I think it's actually the best way to get back to figuring out what someone's purpose is in life. You know what I'm saying? I totally agree with that. Just falling back and you know, just getting yourself reorganized on what the plan is or what the agenda is for your life and for your family's life. You know what I mean? That's what's important, because a lot of this goofy stuff happening on the internet is like
it's embarrassing, bro. It gets me irritated watching a lot of it, which is why I fall back and don't really watch too much of it.
Right. It's just like, bro, I think your channel is the only channel I actually watch, man. And
hey,
I be in the truck, I be listening all day. You know what I'm saying? Doing some stuff I ain't supposed to be doing. You know?
Hey, I be doing stuff. I be doing a lot of that. I need to stop. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? If there's a misspelled word, you probably know why. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to be safe out there. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I ain't mad at it.
Let's see what Sabby got to say. Now, I think we still actually kind of in the beginning of the video, and like I said, I do have like some timestamps, so we could like go to certain places or whatever, and you know, hit those points, like hit those bullet points one by one. But you like right now, I think she's about to inject Roland. Like Roland about to inject himself into the conversation at this point.
Okay, all right, bet. Yeah, let's take a look at that. And I just wanted to hit Untried Genius comment real quick. Shout out to Untried Genius. Untried Genius said, yeah, like they try to acknowledge slavery, but when someone says there are white people that cook dishes we associate with our culture, they freak out and try to resort to stereotypes. Yeah, and you see that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how productive that is or how that helps. I don't know. Like, to me, like, I don't care if somebody says that you know, we didn't like create like, you know, certain things or certain dishes or whatever. A lot of those dishes came as a result of the experience of slavery in the United States. Cultural associations, if you ask me, are a part of the culture that can't be denied. So it's not like you're taking those things away. It's just having an accurate chronology. And I think that having an accurate chronology is important, because if you have an accurate chronology and accurate record keeping, it's harder for somebody to try to debunk your information with receipts.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
It'll be unrealistic to think that there wouldn't be any type of commingling with the cultures, especially as far as food is concerned.
Yeah, and also as much as people talk about claims for reparations and stuff like that, I mean, you know, like if you don't accept things as they occurred, it makes it difficult to present arguments for why things should be the way that they are. Right. We have an inseparable link to a lot of those things, like the food and stuff like that, and a lot of those inseparable links tell the chronology of our story and evolution here in the United States. And so to try to to disassociate those things on the basis of a false idea of pride, to me, you're charging yourself a huge opportunity cost of how that could be leveraged as a benefit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All out of emotionalism.
Yeah,
so
I agree with that. Now you're correct with that.
Yeah.
It's like, you're gonna accept all of this history. You know what I'm saying? And one, it's not gonna be separated. You know what I mean? It's all one package. You know what I mean? You got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
So I definitely get it. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, facts. Super facts, bro. Shout out to No Longer Sleep. No Longer Sleep says we have people like me who do research all day. Yeah, facts. We definitely need that. And then, like, when people do research and the research is valid, is good, it's been critiqued, it's been peer reviewed, and we got to have our own peers to be able to peer review it, and it's got to be peer reviewed across multiple platforms to peer review the peer reviews. You know what I'm saying? Then people got to like substantiate it, and like a lot of times you will see like people that try to go around other people and try to debunk something that somebody made just on the basis of the fact that, oh, well, they did it, they can't be competent. Like, nah, like we did it and we're extremely competent. It's the same as everybody trying to shout down everybody about this collard green argument. Like, what are you talking about? We talking directly from family experience. I got photo albums that can substantiate what I'm talking about. You telling me to deny reality?
Right.
Anybody that tells you to deny reality is an enemy. Would you agree?
No, I definitely agree.
Yeah. What do you guys say? If you guys would agree that anybody that tries to tell you to deny reality, they're an enemy. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you disagree, give me a thumbs down. Let me know. All right, bro, I'm about to run this. Let me know where you want me to stop it.
Okay.
But I'm very particular. And anybody here that knows me very well will tell you Sabby is very particular about her greens. And I am, because especially like living in the Northeast, I didn't have some bad damn greens. There's been another times I've gone to restaurants and they're like, we got collards. And I'm like, oh, I'll give them a try. And it's bitter. Collard greens are not supposed to be bitter. So that tell me something. Okay. So now when I go out to eat, if I go to a barbecue joint up north, I just do not get collards. It's okay. It is what it is when in Rome. So when I go back to visit my parents down south, then I can get greens at the barbecue joint. But I know when I'm up north, I know up here in New England, I ain't getting no damn greens. I have to make them myself. It's okay.
Right.
I'm all right with it. So I wasn't trying to clown her in a sense to say that she was lying about what she does. She probably does do that. But I'm gonna let you know right now. And this is why you can't eat everybody's damn food. This is why you can't eat everyone's food. Because if I come to your house,
see again, there. I mean, like, I'm not even. She just said you can't eat everybody's food. I ain't like, we ain't got to say no more.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
She outed herself. Bathtub. I mean, I'm not eating at your house. That's it.
Yeah, bro. Facts. A lot of times, what did your parents used to say? Oh, we gonna go here X Y Z. One of the first questions they got animals over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got a dog over there. They got a cat over there. That's the first thing they gonna say.
You know, and
you know what I'm saying? Like,
sometimes these people are really good people, but like, they're not the cleanliness of persons.
Bro, that's where you get that. That's where you get that phrase of they cool, but they a little bit different. Like, or if Grind and Motivate, shout out to my man Grind and Motivate be like they a little throwed off. Like that's where you get those type of sayings from.
Yeah, I'm not eating that. They offer you some food, you be like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I had a big meal before I came over. Thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And people kind of blow stuff off like that. They be like, "Yo, you heard XYZ? They said something crazy." Well, they a little bit off, and then you just keep it pushing.
Right.
I mean, everybody heard their family. Like, everybody's family has heard somebody in their family say this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you get this stuff from. And that's what Sabby Sabs says. She's like, hey, they nice, but I ain't about to eat the food though. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and say that for yourself. You might have some leftovers today.
Yeah, Sabby's she's being authentic with what she's saying. It's true. Like, you're not gonna get good greens up north, and you know what I mean. Like, that's not the thing up here, unless you're getting it home cooked from somebody who knows what they're doing. But you're not gonna go to a restaurant up north. You know what I mean? The New Hampshire area, New York tri-state area, and get good greens. Like, that's not happening. You know
Nah, you go up there and get you some good lobster, but you ain't about to go up there and get you no good greens though.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna get you some lobster, you're gonna get you some clam or whatever. But she's also linking it to down south.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's making the connection again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Sabby's cooking in this video. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And honestly, to me, like she, like yeah, she's just being honest and authentic. And honestly, I think that it's interesting that like the mainstream media and the news and quote unquote the quote unquote party of the blacks, you know what I'm saying, the Democrats or whatever, they haven't even touched on this. Like, you know, TMZ could do something like, and people are weighing in and make a whole viral thing and turn it into a debate, you know, just for view purposes and, you know, stuff like that. And like, they're not doing none of that. We need to go with the Kamala Harris narrative. And the Kamala Harris narrative is, you know what I'm saying, you basically will eat the greens that come out of your bathtub, and don't nobody do that.
Right.
At least we don't do that. Those aren't green. Those aren't collard greens. You didn't cook no collard greens in the tub. I don't know what you was doing, but that's not what you was doing. You might have been cooking some curry greens or something like that in the tub. That might be something that you was doing, but that's not, you weren't cooking collard greens in no doggone tub. And nobody taught you to do that. No older woman in your family taught you to do that.
Yeah, just wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. All right, bro, let's run it. Shout out to everybody watching, man. We appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't hit that like button yet, we got 43 people watching and 68 likes. Let's try to get the likes over 100. If y'all could share it, that'd be great. Make sure y'all share and also hit that bell, all right, and subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get it.
And I find out that you are rinsing your food in the bathtub. Oh, I'm not eating there, son.
See?
There you go.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, that's it. Like, that's what you doing? Oh, okay. All right, I got it. Thank you. No, thank you. Oh, you made those greens? Okay. Oh, no,
and that's where you get that saying. Yeah, that's where you get that saying, baby. Yeah. You can't eat everybody greens.
You can't
eat everybody greens.
Cooking.
Yeah.
You can't eat.
You know what I'm saying?
You washing greens. You washing greens in the tub. What else you washing in there? Like, no,
man, right?
No. What else? What else you putting in there? Like, no.
Yeah, bro. I'm about to go home. I don't know, man. I might drink some hydrogen peroxide when I go home. I don't know. What else have I done at your house? Let me sit back and think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of situations have I put myself in being around you? Hold on real quick.
This is wild. This is wild, dude. You can't eat everybody cooking.
Facts. All right, bro. Let's run this, man. Let's get it.
Now use some discernment.
So Roland comes in. I know Miss Kiwi. Miss Kiwi said, or smoked turkey in greens, bacon goes in cabbage. I know Miss Kiwi. I know, girl. I know. Roland Martin comes in. Nobody talking to the roly-po. Nobody. Roland comes in and inserts himself into this conversation. I think he thought he was going to ratio me, but it did not work that way.
Just like a wow. Because some of you niggas, you be acting just likes. Like a wow.
This is what Roland Martin had to say. And you pushing the same hot sauce bullshit.
Keep it 1,000.
Stories were done a decade before about her love of hot sauce. That ain't new. And your family didn't establish the rules on washing collard greens. But hers.
Yes, they did actually. Yes, they did. Yeah, no, Roland, you're wrong. Our families did establish the rules on washing collard greens, which is one of the reasons our families told us you can't eat everybody's greens.
Right. You see, they don't follow each other.
That whole thing about eating everybody's greens is based on cleanliness and not getting sick after eating somebody else's food. He's absolutely wrong. Our families absolutely did make the rules about collard greens. Now, those rules might not be the same for every single family, but there was rules about collard green cleanliness.
Right.
And there was also rules about chitlin cleanliness.
Right. Like Roland is done. He's finished. He's grasping for air, trying to make himself relevant again. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody listening to him, you know, and he's popping into people's chat when nobody was talking to you, my guy.
How does he know about the rules of collard greens?
Nobody's talking to you.
Is that what he was doing? his family was making collard greens. What type of family stories do he got about collard greens for him to even know about any type of rules about any type of collard greens, bro? What type of involvement with collard greens did your family have, bro?
Right. And how was the hot sauce story bullshit? Like,
and how is that not xenophobia? You're attempting to force your cultural norm and cultural identity on us, telling us that our families don't make rules about collard greens. Our families absolutely make rules amongst the family about collard greens. We absolutely do. Yes, we do. Yes. As a matter of fact, so much so that it's a saying. You can't eat everybody's greens. What are you talking about?
Right. That is a saying. That is a saying. Facts.
Like, it's crazy, bro. And my thing is, Roland Martin invited that woman on there, that Trump supporter lady on there, to have a debate with him because he knew that woman would not come on there or she would probably ignore him. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, he would be, I'll let him click the link over here as long as you behave yourself properly. And you're going to definitely get disciplined if you don't behave yourself properly. But as long as you come over here with the type of mutual respect that's necessary for us to have a productive conversation. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to school you about collard greens, something that you didn't grow up with.
I totally agree with you. Like, he definitely knew that she wasn't going to come up on the show. But guess what? In this video, like I told you, I already watched this video. Sabby's going to check him. Sabby also gave him an invite. Guess where he didn't show up? You know
over there. But he's still sitting there telling somebody to go onto his videos where he got millions of subscribers and 20 people in his live chat. Right. And 2 comments and 13,000 views. Like, okay.
Oh shit. Yo, he's struggling, man. I don't, you know what? I don't feel bad for him because he, like I said, it's just like, bro, where's your pride? Like, you got no self-worth, man. Roland Martin is like one of the greatest dancers that you ever seen, yo. Like, for real, like, he could really dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, that his soft shoe game is top notch. Like, one of the best dancers you've ever seen. You know what I mean? Yo, shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen.
You said he got the soft shoe jig down. He be getting it like this.
Talentless, scandalous, plebiscite, babbling.
Exactly. Exactly like that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he could really dance. He ain't no Wacky D, but he could really dance. Like I said, if you don't know Wacky D, check out CB4.
He should just do his own thing, though. You can't go to the Democrats and go to the United States government and sit there and want some money to help fund your podcast. Sit up there sound like this, though.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Right.
Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to hear that mess at all. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. Make sure y'all show Brooklyn Queen some love. Y'all know what to do. Throw some flames, some radiation emojis, some ducks in the chat for Brooklyn Queen for funding the organization. Brooklyn Queen said there was a whole inspection process with the greens. Visual inspection of each leaf, washing, cutting, and the rest. Facts. And sometimes you even look at, this water kind of dirty. Them greens was kind of, I got to stop shopping at that place. You know what I'm saying? A lot of I don't know if there's a lot of people from Northeast Ohio up in here, but a lot of my older family used to shop at Heinen's. You know what I'm saying? Used to shop at Finest, which actually got bought out and turned into Tops. If it's people in Buffalo, I don't know if them Tops in Buffalo used to be Finest or not, but it used to be called Finest, used to be called Tops, Apples, and stuff like that. That little grocery chain. That's where the older people in my family shopped at. And like they'll be like, yeah, I ain't going to Heinen's this week for no greens. I'm finna go over there to Mark's or whatever. I'm finna go over to Tops or the Giant Eagle or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, all this stuff is is stuff that if you're talking to somebody, then like y'all understand it because you know what I'm saying, we grew up in a very similar way. Right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brooklyn Queen, man. Show some love.
How do you think that we fund this organization, huh? We're not exactly the march of dimes.
Silence! Silence! I ain't got no money, pa.
Get the money, y'all! There's poor people around!
I'm rich, bitch!
Cash rules everything around me. Queen, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
time I see that that video with Bone Thugs, I just keep on thinking like I gotta get me a Regal.
Yeah, facts, bro. Them Regal Hey, yo, you know what else was a dope car? The Taurus show, the all black ones, and the green ones was dope too.
Yeah, but I'm leaning towards a GM product.
Yeah, I think everybody liked the GM product. Facts.
What you call it? Roland, he's doing too much. Like you can see in the video, like they don't follow each other, so he took time out of his day to comment on what she said about her lived experience and family ties and cultural experiences as far as Green's concerned. Why are you in her comment section, my guy? Like what's your issue, man?
See, times are different now. Sabby Sabs can probably generate more revenue from her subscriber base than Roland Martin is able to negotiate a shill contract with some Democrats.
Ooh. Great point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a great point, yo. Yo, man, he doing all this dancing like for nothing, man. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad, man. You got no self-respect. None whatsoever, but trying to sell your people out.
Yeah.
For a check. And for people that you know that don't like you, that they don't rock with you. And you still doing that jig like, what can I do for you, son?
Sad, bro. Sad. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. But Sabby gonna check him.
Oh yeah, she gonna go in on him. Facts. All right, let's get it, bro. Tell me if you want me to stop.
All right.
Did?
Yeah, bring it back a little bit because this part was.
What you know about my family, Roland?
Hold on.
Right. This part. Just bring back.
Okay, go. You said where not do what now?
Yeah, just bring back a couple seconds, because this part.
What you think about right?
Yeah, right there. Right there's fine.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, bet.
Yeah, what she says kind of hits hard.
It did not work that way.
Hold
okay,
on.
3.1K likes.
All right, my bad. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say. My fault.
No. No, I was saying that what she said was kind of profound. You know what I mean? Even though it wasn't that much, but you know, her inflection said a lot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought this part of the video was important also.
Yeah, I agree. Look at Roland Martin. Roland Martin says, "You pushing the same hot sauce BS. Stories were done a decade before about her love of hot sauce. This ain't new. And your family didn't establish the rules on washing collard greens or not." Here's my question. Out of everything that was typed here, what was it that was typed that debunked the concerns that Sabby Sab voiced in her tweet?
Nothing.
So my question is, why would you wear your clothing too tight while asking that question at the same time? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do both of those things? For one, why don't you wear clothes that fit so it's not cutting off the circulation to your brain and possibly destroying the few brain cells that you have? And then the second question would be, why are you not addressing the points that are being discussed?
Right.
It's beyond me. This is what I'm talking about the inefficiency of human emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. All right, let's get it.
Came in 789 likes. This is what Roland Martin had to say. And you pushing the same hot sauce bullshit. Stories were done a decade before about her love of hot sauce. That ain't new. And your family didn't establish the rules on washing collard greens, but hers did. What you know about my family, Roland?
Uh-oh.
Hers did. Did I say my family made the rule? No, I was trying to prove a damn point. And he knows the point that I was trying to make. She's not from the culture. And that's fine. It is what it is.
But then at the same time, though, see that now that's why Roland would come out and try to downplay the culture to allow and facilitate his access to be able to try to exploit it. And again, pay attention to how Sabby is directly, and she's doing the exact same thing as I am, and probably what a lot of us do. She's directly associating this with our families.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, Roland can't make that association.
Right. She hasn't deviated not one time. It's food, family.
Exactly.
Back to back.
a lot of us know that when a certain family member dies, the food dies. I know that when my, you know what I'm saying, I don't want this to ever happen, but I can't deny reality that at some point it will. You know what I'm saying? I will never have sweet potato pie ever again once my mom is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like I might be able to buy some, you know what I'm saying? But it's not the same. Like for a long time, I only ate my mom's sweet potato pie. I got a sweet potato pie addiction, so sometimes I'd just be having to settle for the Patty LaBelle. I'd be having to settle for it. You know what I'm saying? I had to put a lot of whipped cream on it. I got to settle for the Patty LaBelle. I got to, because I don't be seeing my mama like I should. You know what I'm saying? But I know that the real sweet potato pie, that is actually what I call sweet potato pie. I ain't never going, once she's not there anymore, I'm not going to ever have it again. So that stuff dies along with your family member. And the thing is that Roland, you're trying to impose your worldview onto how these things are structured for us, and like, man, you can't do that. And I don't care what any of these people say out here. That is not xenophobia. It's xenophobic for you to try to impose how we deal with our culture on an emotional level, with trying to standardize it by using yourself as a standard of how we're supposed to process information. That's crazy. And I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to accept that from anybody, anywhere. Even, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, anywhere. I'm not going to accept that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Untried Genius.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to Untried Genius. Make sure y'all show Untried Genius some love. Untried Genius says she's not from the culture. Cute. Kendrick Lamar. Super facts, man. We appreciate you funding the organization.
How do you think that we fund this organization, huh? We're not exactly the march of dimes.
Hold on real quick. All right, here we go. All right.
I'm an old Mac from way back. One of the original players from the Himalaya.
Looking in the sky is hilarious. Yeah.
Right. What was he looking at? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get it.
But she should just say that and stop avoiding the question on interviews when people ask you, oh, well, Donald Trump said that you're not black. She's like, I'm just going to say next question. Okay. I don't know any black American that would sit there. If somebody said to your face that you're not black, I don't know any black American that would sit there and just pretend like next question.
I said the same thing.
So think about that.
You ain't black.
People can't be falling for this again. They did this with you, with Obama, and then
there go one. So now you know one, Sabby, Charlemagne. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's interesting about the "you ain't black" thing, right, is it's interesting that, you know, Trump did that to Kamala, right? And what was interesting about it is, you know, for the most part, you know, black people, I don't know. No, I don't think anybody took an accurate poll on it, but it didn't get the same backlash as this.
You ain't black.
Now, here's what my question. What's the difference? So I want to know in the comment section with y'all, and I want to know what you think. What's the difference between Joe Biden telling Charlemagne that he's not black and the difference between Trump saying that Kamala Harris is questionable as far as her identity? What y'all think?
Well, my opinion is Trump was asking the question. Biden was dictating and telling, like, yeah, you're not black. You know what I mean? And Trump was posing the question, like, yeah, you know, she just turned black. You know, maybe you guys might want to look into it. You know, that's my opinion on it. But
well, I think it was interesting, right? And I think that both of them use self-serving reasons to do it. I don't think that Trump did it because he cares. I think that Trump is a troll, and I think Trump actually keeps his ear to the street, so he kind of knows what's going on.
Great point.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that people really should give him as much credit for being a simpleton as he is. But one thing that I do think that is interesting about it is the way that it was used. Joe Biden used it to try to shame people into voting for him.
Right.
And Trump did it to say, maybe you should take a second look at this person.
That's exactly what I was saying. But a simpleton.
Yeah, he's a simpleton, bro. He's an idiot. Him and Elon Musk are stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna. Trump has so many bankrupt businesses that have gone absolutely nowhere and went nose up. And then he's gonna say that he's gonna hire Elon Musk, who has Twitter is literally at 87% less revenue since he bought the company, to head the government efficiency team that he's gonna come up with. Owning a company and driving that company's revenue down to 87% is the epitome of efficiency, to the point to where this dude should be the head of a government agency. Okay, what this is one hand washes the other in a good old boys network, a white guy networking, and people should just call it what it is. These aren't savvy businessmen. These are dudes that had a lot of money, and basically they got the dartboard with the bullseye the size of a landing pad. So how you gonna miss is what the real situation is, and nobody should substantiate these people as viable anything other than jokers that you should look at and say, I want to be more efficient business people than them when I see them. Not anything to model yourself after. Model your bank account possibly after their bank account, but not any of their processes after what they do, because they're dumb.
Definitely.
They're fully floated by people around them and not floated by their own their own accolades by anything at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that people should understand that Trump is a character. Elon Musk is a character. These dudes are manufactured characters of quote unquote white excellence, and they're not.
Right.
We're supposed to all just understand, well, I was able to be successful because I got a small loan from my father for $1 million, and that's just a standard American situation. And if you don't, your family just ain't crap. The same way your family just ain't crap if your family don't cook greens in the tub. Like, get out of here with that nonsense.
Right. Yeah, Trump's daddy was the initial small person in the family who set up all those trust funds and stuff like that for the whole family, whatever. So yeah, they definitely had a leg up from their father. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. We already know that Trump is not he's not no genius or anything like that.
Yeah. Now let me ask you a question. What do you think is more difficult, to get a starship across the galaxy or to make Twitter profitable?
Probably gonna get it should be easier. It should be more easier to get Twitter profitable, but
right
now that I'm thinking about it, you might be able to get that starship first.
I don't think he'll be able to do either. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
And that tells me
that starship.
Well, in the fact that Twitter is failing the way that it's failing, and then you see all of the failures with Teslas and how they're crashing and you know what I'm saying, like all kinds of stuff. He can't be competitive in the electronic vehicle market with China. What it tells me is that the Musk/X business model is a model of failure and subsidy-based profitability. And I don't know how that's efficient.
I agree. I totally agree. If he had more competition as far as electrical vehicles or whatever, EVs, he probably wouldn't be doing as well. But like you said, as far as Twitter's concerned, yeah, like how do you take a profitable business and just run it down so much? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
literally coming around social media, bringing the property value down while saying that about other people in real estate.
Right.
Literally bringing the property value down. You've completely tanked the stock value if the revenue is less than 87% of what it was before you owned the company. You've actually brought property value down. You shameful clown. But nobody's talking about him in terms of that. But now, you know, if you got one blade of grass out of place at your house, well, look at what they do when they move in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like the thing is that you got to talk like that. You got to have people hear that stuff, and you got to make sure it goes right into their aorta so they understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out to AW1. AW1 said, "Yo, Rob, I wonder if your haters just heard what you said about Trump." My haters would probably not like to hear very much if they continue talking crazy about me, regardless if I said something that they like about Trump or not. What's going to end up happening is they're going to be the recipient of a lot of things that are not going to be very comfortable. So in order to avoid that, they should just like kind of calm down. That's going to be my statement on that. Shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is what people that quote unquote hate on me need to stop doing is don't try to click me up and associate me with people that you've never seen me doing content with, or people that you've never seen me doing any type of collaborative efforts with. Don't put me on your fantasy YouTube team because you want to. Because I'm not on no team except for the Reacts team and except for TD Media Group team. That's it.
What's up. That's
you know what I'm
what's up.
saying?
That's
So
how
I'm
we
just putting
rock
that
it.
there, and I'm just drawing a line like with that, because you want to lump me in with a bunch of other content creators that I don't have no problem with, but you're trying to act like it's some type of team. You're gonna get a lot of spots blown up that don't need to get blown up. Don't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there too. You know
That's
what I'm
what's
saying?
up. Y'all let them know.
Did I say my family made the rule from the culture? And that's fine. It is what it is. But she should just say that and stop avoiding the question on interviews when people ask you, oh, well, Donald Trump said that you're not black. She's like, I'm just going to say next question. Okay. I don't know any black American that would sit there. If somebody said to your face that you're not black, I don't know any black American that would sit there and just pretend like next question.
Yeah. What do you think about that, bro?
Nah, I agree.
I think that that's important. Yeah.
I mean, she could not acknowledging it is also an answer. You know what I'm saying? Well, this I know she knows it, but you know, I don't know. I mean, like, okay, you could have said, yeah, I am, and kept it moving, but the fact that you choose not to answer, and then we all know that they don't really want her speaking also, so they may have told her they may have told her like shut the F up or whatever, like don't say much, you know what I mean, keep it simple, stupid type stuff, you know what I mean, and you know, you can't rule that out also, but for the most part, like you know, not answering the question is an answer too, you know what I mean, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts, bro. You know, anytime she gets approached with a difficult question or a question that she might not like, is that always going to be the way that she deals with it? Is that next question?
It seems like that's her go-to. That's her go-to. If she don't have a teleprompter that she's reading or whatever, her go-to is like next question or
And she can do that because she's the most powerful woman in the world. And if she's the most powerful woman in the world, then she can do what she wants to without no recourse, right?
right.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
But she do buck up on Charlemagne.
Yeah, and Charlemagne is proud of it. He likes it.
Takes
Sadomasochism.
Yeah, he takes it.
Yeah. He likes that femdom stuff. He like that political femdom. he like that political femdom. Could you imagine if she talked mean to him wearing a tight leather outfit? Oh man, Charlemagne wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And had a whip in her hand. Oh man, bro.
That's another.
We'd never see Charlemagne again. He'd just disappear into thin air.
Exactly. Another good answer.
Right. This is crazy.
I'm speaking. DC precise. I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
Right. That's hilarious. I would like to see Sabby Sabs interview Kamala Harris about her collard green experience.
Right.
What y'all think?
That'd be a dope interview.
Yeah, it'd be a dope interview. I don't think Kamala Harris would like it very much.
They'll get down to recipes like her and Mindy. You know
yeah.
I mean? So I'd be like, well, tell me how you explain to me how you make your collard greens again. One more time for the audience.
You know what you've never seen? You know what you've never seen? You've never seen a bunch of black conservatives do a cooking show with Viva Ramaswamy. Why do you think that is?
You haven't seen that. They don't have nothing in common.
Like Viva Ramaswamy inviting everybody to the barbecue, and I'm gonna show you your favorite rib secrets. Like I've never seen nothing like that.
Right.
You think Viva Ramaswamy know how to cook ribs?
I'm 100% sure he doesn't.
I think that people in his culture don't really like being too harmful to animals because of their belief structure.
That is also true. That is also true.
So I wonder how proud her Kamala Harris's parents would be of her putting meat into her collard greens.
Right.
And I don't understand how, as a practicing person of that culture, you would teach your child to do that if it's in direct conflict with your religion or your culture. But then, like, somehow, like, you know how Trump has said she became black. There's the issue that doesn't get touched on, how she became a Baptist. How did she become a Baptist? Because they say that she's a Baptist.
Yeah, I would like to know how that works when she goes to synagogue with her husband.
Oh yeah, because it don't. They have strict dietary guidelines, and a lot of the stuff that goes into the food is not quote unquote kosher. As a matter of fact, you're not even allowed to store it in the same house.
Right. Can't keep stuff next to each other. Yeah, there's a whole lot of rules.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
so
I guess you could just flip flop on whatever you want, whatever you're doing from one day to the next. You know what I mean?
Well, when it comes to the standard of consistency for Kamala Harris, the only standard of consistency that ever applies and upholds consistency is her flip-flopping. There's nothing else that she's consistent with other than her denial of policy and productive conversation for black people. Besides those two things, those are the only things that she's consistent on.
Right.
She's also consistently making a fool out of herself. Consistently laughing when there's nothing funny, which again are also conflicts because you're laughing when there's nothing funny, which is weird.
Well, I would chalk it up to as a nervous tick at this point because she does it too much, especially when she's being asked serious questions. You know, I don't know.
I'm gonna let her tell. I'm not gonna try to psychoanalyze her as far as like if she's nervous or not. What I see is that I don't see anything funny, and yet I see you laughing like you at Showtime at the Apollo. So I need you to explain to me what is it that you see that I don't see, so I can tell if it's a hallucination or not.
Right. I want to laugh too.
right, or not laugh and get away from you.
Right. Like, what are you laughing at? Like, what the fuck is so funny? Huh?
Right. You talking to your imaginary friend? Okay, I'll see you later. You know what I'm saying? That's hilarious, bro.
I'm here to make you laugh.
Right. I'm just here to make you laugh.
Look, this is wild, yo.
That's facts. All right, bro. I'm about to run it. Let me know when to stop.
All right.
So think about that. People can't be falling for this again. They did this with you, with Obama, and then now, you know, they trying to do this with Kamala Harris. And people need to know what they're actually getting. And this wouldn't even be an issue if the Democratic Party didn't have her running on, I am a black woman. And the reason why they're doing that is because she has no policy. She has no platform on her website still today. So they're running on her identity, not on policy.
Facts.
Gotta agree. No lies told.
Yeah. No lies told. The only lie that was told was that somebody had some greens in the bathtub. That's the only lie detected in this video.
Right.
Greens in the bathtub is the lie that's detected in here.
That's the only lie. Like, allegedly, you're trying to equate you making your greens in the bathtub associated with black people. Don't do that, baby. Don't do that, sweetheart. No.
No.
No. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, facts, bro.
Keep that over there. You don't have to keep that over there with what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just wild.
You know keep that with them folks over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. All right, bro. I'm gonna run it. Tell me when to stop.
And then they're telling all of you that if you don't support her, then you're anti-black or you're misogynist. Well, I'm a black woman, boo. And I'm not anti-black, and I damn sure as hell am not misogynist. So miss me with all of that. Okay? So Roll the Pole comes in here. You know, he got to bring up the hot sauce stuff. He mad because I mentioned the hot sauce thing because that was his friend, Hillary Clinton, because I brought up Hillary Clinton. And that's a problem because Roland Martin no longer works at TV1 because Roland Martin was leaking questions to Hillary Clinton. His buddy, his pal.
So that proves right there that there's no standards of ethics and that this dude is just a straight up dirt bag.
That's all I was. Look, I'm telling you, man, he's one of the greatest dancers you will ever see. He's one of the greatest dancers you will ever see. Like, you know, it's it's a shame, like, you know, out of everything that you've done, or all the places that you've worked at and been let go, whatever, you would think that you would change your perspective and realize, like, this is not something that's for you or your people. You know what I'm saying? But you're continuing.
Yeah, facts.
You're continuing to dance and go through the motions to associate yourself with this party that is a corporation that don't rock with you, like they don't like you.
Bro, we're going to give him a new name. We're going to call him a new name. We're going to call him Rolo. And the reason why we're going to call him Rolo is because you low testosterone, low IQ, low integrity.
Facts.
Low energy. Low everything.
Definitely low energy.
The only thing that's not low on him that needs to be low is the volume.
But he got them bucking eyes though. Them bucking eyes be working. Yo, at the end of the video, you're gonna see. I know you seen it already when old boy popped up on it, but Sabby gonna show it.
All right, let's check it out. Yo, and shout out to everybody watching, man. We appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't hit that like button yet, take a moment, hit that like button. If y'all haven't subscribed to the channel, take a moment, subscribe to the channel. All right.
That's right.
We got 45 people watching. We got 79 likes. Let's try to get that to 111. All right. And if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure y'all throw a thumbs up or some flames in the chat, man. Hopefully y'all are enjoying it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't want this, Roland. You don't want this right now, you know? And so I even said, and I've said this to him before, you don't want to come here. You don't want to come here. I said, you are a shill for a party that has done nothing for Black people but pander.
Shout out to Janesta. What's good, Janesta?
As I said before, Roland, you are more than welcome to have this conversation with me. Will you run from me like you did Jamal Green?
Oh,
come on the show, Roland. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of, Roland?
Now he busy making videos. He busy making these videos, right? Because we got to show this, bro. Like, we got to show this. You know what I'm saying? So he's busy making these videos about people that didn't call him out.
Right.
Right. But there's somebody that actually called him out that he's not making a video about. That sounds like a lot of people on YouTube take that strategy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people on YouTube make videos about him, about people that never made videos about him. But then the people that have made videos about him that have gone in on him pretty bad, they don't say too much. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
So this is a good picture right here of him in his true form with the wrist flicked down like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could. Yep, that hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
All he needs is the nail polish and all good.
Yeah,
ready to go.
Yep. What you think about this? I think somebody want to make a comment on this picture.
Just like a woman, because some of you niggas, you be acting just like a woman. The Reaper keep it 1,000.
Yep, the Reaper keep it 1,000. Absolutely, I agree. He keeps it 1,000.
The Reaper kept it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? The Reaper kept it 1,000. Big facts. Listen to this.
Like, yeah, you went up on me on my show. My parents didn't like you. Guess what? Your parents not about to like what I'm about to do to you right now. Now we ain't on the show, but she ain't responding. My producer reached out. She ain't hit us back.
So what did your producer say to Sabby Sabs?
Right, but and another thing is
that's what I'm curious about. What I'm curious about is what did your producer say to Sabby Sabs?
Right, and he seems to
go
be
ahead,
coming
I'm listening.
Women, yeah, he seems to be coming at women a lot. Like, what's your issue with women? Like, oh, well, we know what the issue is. Never mind. Never mind. He needs some Vaseline. Yeah, he needs some.
That's what he said. Look, that's what he said. Look, watch.
He was on y'all. They played this interview when this other Black child, what's her name? Kayla Montgomery? Her name? Okay. So she was the one who was with Trump at the Chick-fil-A in Atlanta. And she's also the same one. She went on Atlanta radio station lying about Trump, HBCUs, and all kind of stuff. And then I called out on Instagram. She was like, yeah, when you went off on me on my show, my parents didn't like you. Guess what? Your parents not about to like what I'm about to do to you right now. Now, we invited her on the show, but she ain't responding. Now, she was talking big on Instagram, talking about how she want to come on. My producer reached out. She ain't hit us back. But I saw this. So this was like a month ago on Washington Journal. And if y'all want to hear an onslaught of lies in just 2 minutes and 31 seconds, listen to this nonsense. And I'm going to stop it and we're going to play it. But this is just sheer lunacy. Press play.
A few days before that, he spoke to the National Association of Black Journalists, and he talked about Vice President Harris's racial identity, that she had become Black. A lot of critics said that hurt him with Black voters. What was your reaction?
I don't know why.
Now, before we go into that, I want to ask you guys in the comment section, and I want to ask you, AB, because we kind of went over this a little bit before, but I want to get like some broad perspective on it. Do you all feel that Trump making that comment about Kamala Harris hurt him with Black voters, or do you feel like it helps him, or do you feel like it made no effect? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And what do you think, AB?
I don't think it hurt him at all. In all actuality, I think it made people more curious about checking into or vetting what Kamala actually got going on. I don't think it hurt him with Black people at all. But, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that the effect, first of all, you're dealing with Trump, who, as a result of the Black voter monolith issue, is not going to get a lot of Black votes anyway. However, his Black support has tripled, right? So when things are small, you have to pay attention to how large the jumps are, not necessarily the actual size. Trump's Black support has tripled, which is a fact. This is an undeniable fact. That needs to be paid attention to, because large things happen at a small scale. This is how quantum physics and logarithms and exponents and all this type of stuff works in math. Giant changes occur at small levels. That's how you get atomic energy. So people need to watch that. You see what I'm saying? Now, at the same time, though, there's what's also called a nominal effect. And because that's so small, the nominal effect of it may not be known yet. So what I would say is that I think that there are a very small group of people who are checking for Trump. I think there's a larger group of people who are not checking for Trump, but that are unaffected by what Trump says. And I think that there's other people that just pay attention to be in the know, and it doesn't go one way or the other. Trump doesn't have as much risk exposure to Black people as Kamala Harris has to Black people. So Trump is able to do trial and error type things to see what works versus what will not work. I don't think that this is something that didn't work for Trump. I think that what it was that Trump was allowed to say something that most people, even other white conservatives, wouldn't be able to say without a just complete avalanche happening to them. And he was able to do that. And I think that now that he's done that, the value of how he can leverage that is more valuable than the effects that would have had on Kamala Harris's campaign. Kamala Harris, if you ask me, there's a small but growing segment of Black people who she's eroding support with, and she just keeps increasing that erosion of support. I would say what's going to happen is Trump has tripled his support, and I think that there's going to be a time where we see that Democrat support is going to be divided by a quotient of 3, which is not going to be good. See, if you divide the quotient of 3, then it'll still be Black people supporting Democrats at a 30% rate. But if Democrats divide by 3, you know what I'm saying, and Black people supporting Democrats at a 30% rate, because 90 divided by 3 is 30, that would put them at only 10% higher than Trump.
Right.
Because Trump has got 20%, which is a very interesting dynamic.
Yeah, it is. I definitely agree with that. I also think that even people that are not into politics that much, they understand what has been going on for the last 4 years or whatever. So that might translate into support with the Republican Party and Trump himself, just off of the performance of this administration or whatever. And the fact is that you can't separate Kamala from this Biden administration, no matter how hard she's trying to make herself into something new. I think people have been saying that the honeymoon phase is over with Kamala, because she did get a boost, and I'm not gonna front. I actually thought, like, she might be able to pull us out, but the longer it goes without her speaking and really showing people what her plans are, or whatever. People are checking out like, yeah, nah, we can't rock with you. You know what I'm saying? People are actually doing homework right now, checking for what her plans are to help this country get back to a adequate standing, you know, on the world stage, or just matter of fact, just locally. You know what I mean? Do for the people here in the States or whatever. You know what I mean? And that might be one of the reasons why his numbers have increased. You know, that's just my opinion on that, though.
Yeah, I think that's valid opinions. Shout out to Torian. What's good with it, bro? Yeah, I think those are valid opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to DC Precise. DC Precise said the debate is next week. That's if it ends up happening. We'll see if it happens.
Oh boy, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and I know why. I know why they wanted the mics to be hot, because usually Trump can't compose himself, and he'll just jump in. The mics being muted actually helped him with the last debate with Biden. He just let Biden destroy his own self.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as the strategy for Trump goes, that's why, like I had said, people don't like this. But again, this is how, like, when you got a lot of yes men around you, being a yes man can be a detriment, because you don't have anybody that's like confident enough to tell you to your face, like, you suck at this particular aspect, sit this one out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said Trump needs a trusted individual to put a shock collar on him, somebody that he trusts, and to give him some shock when he's getting out of control. Like, you got to trust this person, though. This person got to be somebody that you trust, that you know they're only going to hurt you to help you. You know what I'm saying?
Did you just equate him to be putting on the leash?
Isn't that the same? That's the same as what the muted mic is, ain't it?
Yeah, a shock collar. Yeah, it's just the way you word things sometimes is just hilarious, man. I'll be crying. Damn, I'm actually picturing him with a shock collar, collar on him. You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine him doing his head like how he do with a shock collar with a little Trump medallion hanging off of it that shows if you find this Trump lost walking down the street, return it to XYZ address.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, stupid.
And be careful because it bites and has rabies.
Oh man. Yo, Rob. So I'm gonna be taking it down soon. So we might have to do a part 2, whatever. But we could
do a part 2, bro. We got to do the part 2 based on the feedback. If people want a part 2, throw them 2s in the chat. And also, if you're watching on the replay, if you want a part 2, we'll know if you want a part 2 or not. If you make it this far and you put a part 2, if we don't see no part 2s, y'all ain't getting no part 2. So let me know what y'all want.
Yeah, I say. But yeah, I could rock out for like 10 minutes.
You about to hit that. You about to hit that nightcap and then hit the sack.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I feel it.
I mean, I don't even know what I'm wearing. I don't go to church, so it's just like, oh boy, man. Anyway.
You better wear them crispy, starched, pleated, you know what I'm saying, creases ironed in threads. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going there with some sweats,
basketball jersey, right pant leg pulled up. You know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, you said come as I am, right? All right.
Hey, that's that kind of thing where your mom will come over and be like, hey, come here, AB. Like, she happy to see you. Like, she about to give you a hug. And you be like, hey, mom. And you reach out for the hug. And then she just go right across your cheek. Why you come up in here looking like that?
Mm-hmm. Embarrassing. She's going to be like, embarrassing. Like, embarrassing. You embarrassment to the family. All right.
Thanks.
I told y'all I don't go to church. Y'all over here forced me. Pastor asked me I need one Sunday. All right. I'll give you one Sunday. All right.
Yo, that's hilarious. Yo, you know what? Hold on real quick, bro. Let me see. AB. Let me see. All right, so yo, if y'all weren't over there, man, shout out to everybody that went over there and watched the stream over on AB's channel.
Definitely.
If y'all not subscribed over there, make sure y'all subscribe. I'm finna put the link in the chat right now. So make sure y'all go over there and subscribe, because if we do a part 2, it's gonna be the same way. So y'all gonna need to show love. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So make sure y'all go over there and subscribe and hit the like button and drop a comment over there too. All right, bro. So, let me just shout out these. You could, if you want to, if you got to hit the sack, bro, you could hit the sack and I'll just wrap it up. If you want to stay up, that's cool.
Nah, we can finish. We can finish it up and then, yeah.
All right, for sure, bro. I'm gonna shout out to stream sponsors. Shout out to Terrence. Appreciate you becoming a member. Yeah, facts. Shout out to the Geek Surgeon. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Hey, B. Shout out to NY State of Mind. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Yeah. Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. We appreciate you. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
That's facts. We appreciate it. And shout out to Untried Genius, yo. And if y'all haven't seen that last episode of
I did see,
Undocumented,
he popped up.
He popped up.
Live.
Yeah, he offered some good insight. It was good. It was a good time, good conversation for sure.
Definitely chopping it up.
Yeah, definitely chop it up. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that was what's up, man. It was good. You know what I'm saying? Great stream, good perspectives, good suggestion, bro. Make sure y'all show AB some love because he the one that brought the video to my attention. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like I said, you know, I'm always more than happy to do content like this. If it's any of y'all that want to, you know what I'm saying? If you suggest some content, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you want to chop it up and do the content, like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
And plus, Roland needs to get roasted anyway, man.
Yeah.
Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
I mean, let's keep it. The Reaper keeps it 1,000, so we gonna keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Right, we gonna hit it with this.
Just like a woman. That's because some of you niggas, you be acting just like a woman. The Reaper keep it 1,000.
That's what's up.
Best channel on YouTube.
That's what's up. Rob, you my guy, man. I appreciate you, man. Like really.
For sure. Same here, bro. I appreciate you.
There's always a good time, man. And you know, shout out to everybody who came through, man. Thank you. And hopefully we get the Reacts channel.
Oh yeah, we working on it, bro. We definitely working on it. And if not, if whatever end up happening, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, we got the backup React channel. So you know, we'll
good times.
Yeah, we'll get it back. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. So peace out.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? With that being said,
walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour, got demons. Say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him, on God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city. That's on my knee. That's on Kiwi. That's on mamas. Niggas don't believe me. Come and see me. I been dodging all that fake. All these niggas working broke, but I been getting paid. All that know me from the street. Flexing for what feature? That's like every other week. Talk behind my back. I kick my feet up, have a seat. Cause at the end of the day, all these watching me as I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him, on God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him, on God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this light. Hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey, I'm really him. Hold up.